uh, 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 uh. What's cracking? We are in the building, man. Live and direct. Live and direct. We are in the building. What is cracking? What is cracking? What is cracking? Shout out to Joe Curry. Joe Curry's in the building. Mike D, man. Send me the bull. He said his brother sleep. Jeez. I'm getting the sleep beef off the break. I ain't even got it. I ain't even get a chance to I ain't get a chance to wipe my feet. They already talking about I'm asleep, man. Jeez, man. Shout out to everybody watching on wherever you watching from, man. Got a lot coming through, man. A lot going on, man. We gonna get right into it too. We gonna get right into it, man. All right. We gonna get right into it. Call me if you want to get ran in. I'd be scrambling. Lots of mobsters. All right.
A grief counselor by trade, now dealing with unimaginable grief herself. It is 23-year-old Genesis Jones is her name. Again, she was down here celebrating her brother's birthday when gunfire rang out about 2:45 this morning. She was not in the mix of people arguing, I'm told. She's an innocent bystander that was walking through Shockoe Bottom, according to sources, when she was hit by gunfire and pronounced dead here on scene. There's also another adult male that was pronounced dead here on scene, and 7 others that were shot in Shockoe Bottom this morning.
I used to go to this place sometimes when I was in Richmond, when I was in college. Shockoe Bottom. I've been here. You know, it's a cool place, like a little downtown bars and clubs area. You got a lot of niggas, man. Richmond got a lot of niggas. The whole Richmond area got a lot of niggas. So shit like this is gonna happen. Mass shooting in Richmond, Virginia last night. Mass shooting. Got a lot to get into, man. Fresh shit. Remember I told you last night, press 1. We're gonna come back with all fresh stories today. All fresh crime stories today. After last night, we had a mountain of crime, and it was only a drop in the bucket. Tonight, it's all fresh stories from Black America, mostly. Shout out to my man Douglas Chunks. Doug Chunks in the building. 20. We gonna go members only at some point, man. Again, man. These memberships make you earn these memberships, guys. Sponsor the channel. Match Doug Chunks. Matches of generosity, man. Yeah, the channel definitely needs you guys to support it, man. We could definitely use that, man. Yeah, man. Mass shooting. Mass shooting. Shockoe Bottom, Virginia. Richmond, Virginia. 2 dead, 7 injured.
that were shot in Shockoe Bottom this morning in a mass shooting incident, a mass casualty incident here in downtown Richmond. Those 7 others, 4 of them were taken by ambulance to a local hospital. 3 others arrived at a hospital with gunshot wounds in personal cars. And now what you have behind me is police trying to sort all of this out. There's obviously a lot of video down here in Shockoe Bottom. This is one of the main economic engines of the city. So there's a lot of cameras around, detectives going through those cameras, trying to find out what they can find as information as far as who the suspects may have been in this. We did speak to some bartenders that are at a bar in 18th and Franklin. They were telling me it sounded like automatic gunfire. It got closer and closer. Their patrons were ducking behind the bar for safety. It was mad chaos down here in downtown Richmond about 2:45 this morning. Now the process of investigating this continues. They're collecting evidence here on scene. There are secondary casualties as far as cars that have been shot up down here. Detectives have to go through each one of those cars, pull bullet casings out of it for evidence collection. So it's going to be quite a time down here that they have these streets shut off. I'm at 17th and Main Street. It goes clearly up to 19th and Main Street this way, and then it also goes down towards Franklin, 18th and Franklin. So a very large crime scene to process out here, Greg. And as you can imagine, they are in the early stages. Even though we're 3 hours, 4 hours into this, they are still in the early stages of talking to witnesses and collecting evidence here on scene. Reporting live in downtown Richmond, John Burkett, CBS 6 News.
Engine 11. Person shot. North 18th Street and East Main Street.
Like we just see anything until the shots stop. Yeah. Like when they stop, that's when we see people.
Also, just reading the notes on the number of victims. Let's go ahead and assign another fire unit, please.
So this is frustrating. This is what I say all the time. If you're carrying firearms, you can't engage in a normal fight.
Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm John Burkett. A violent night in one of Richmond's most popular entertainment districts leaves 2 dead and 7 others suffering gunshot wounds. Coming up later, our AJ Nwoko shares the voice of a family member who lost his loved one from last night's shooting. But first, I was able to talk to police who say the fight ended in firepower, turning a packed street into a chaotic crime scene in Shockoe Bottom.
Shots rang out from multiple different individuals.
North 18th, the corner of Main Street.
Engine 11. Person shot.
Close to 3 a.m.
I can confirm that this did not originate in a club, and all the bars were closed at 2 a.m. This was people hanging out on the streets. 2 groups of individuals started fighting.
Chief Rick Edwards saying investigators have recovered 2 weapons and warning there may be more. My sources telling me there were at least 4 different caliber rounds found on scene.
I can't see anything until the shots stop. Yeah. Like when they stop, that's when we see people.
Jada Moore and Tatiana Coleman, both bar employees nearby, say at that point they admittedly were scared.
That's why we didn't take it serious at first, because we're in Shockoe Bottom. Yeah. So we're used to the gunshot.
I know, listen, he said they're used to the gunshots down there. That's crazy. What we doing with this, fella? Smash or pass, man. Smash or pass on these bartenders, man. Smash or pass. One thing about bartenders, man, you got to also throw in the fact that you probably going to have a little liquor in you when you see them. But what smash or pass on these bartenders, man? Doug, both of them, Doug? A twofer? Hard pass? Damn, Joe Curry. Hard pass? You old, man. You would hard pass on these 2 young girls. These 2 young girls gave you some attention. Joe, you'd be happy as a pig, man. Stop it, man. These 2 young girls give you a kiss on the cheek and rub the top of your head. You'll start opening your wallet, man. Stop it, Joe. Stop, man. Cut it out. I ain't gonna let y'all do that up here, man. I ain't gonna let y'all do that here, man. Crop top with the choker though. No takers. He said white shirt gets it. He said I might even jack me off. Said he gonna pass. Damn, how you gonna? You'd rather go home and jack? So you say you gonna stick with Pamela Henderson, right? Christina, man. Wow. We got the East German judges here, man. Shout out to my man Anton. Yeah, man. We got the East German judges here. Jeez.
They stopped. That's when we see people.
Jada Moore and Tatiana Coleman, both bar employees nearby, say at that point they admittedly were scared.
That's why we didn't take it serious at first, because we're in shock about them.
Yeah.
So we're used to the gunshots. But like I told everyone, I'm like, I've worked here for like over a year.
Yeah.
I've never heard gunshots happen for that long consecutively.
It was a lot. It was at least, I mean, I heard at least 10 back to 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 back to
It
back.
started off slow and it got faster
Faster
and faster. And that's when we were like, get behind the wall.
So many shots fired, evidence placards were in the 60s.
Also, just reading the notes on the number of victims. Let's go ahead and assign another fire unit, please.
In a district meant for celebrations, 2 families are now preparing for funerals, while city leaders who already say they've implemented a number of safety programs in the bottom will keep moving forward with other public safety initiatives.
There would be community ambassadors who would be roaming the streets, who would be a resource, and as clubs are closing down, would actually shepherd people home. And so that's part of the strategy.
Community ambassador. They got a Patel mayor. They don't when they got a Patel mayor. Ain't that a bitch? A lot of Patel mayors popping up, man. Community ambassadors, the chaperone, man. Are you serious? They don't understand what they're dealing with, man. They don't understand what they're dealing with, man. They just don't understand. Community ambassadors. Are you kidding me? Like, seriously, are you effing kidding me? Oh, yeah, and listen, we already got it, man. You guys can buy a coffee, too. We have the link right here. You can buy me a coffee. Link is in the description box too. If you guys, another way you guys can support the channel, man. Because it's rough being the only real crime channel on YouTube, man. I'm getting suppressed. I didn't used to get suppressed like this, but one thing we noticed, crime is on the rise this weekend, man. Crime is up. There's been a definite uptick in places where Trump doesn't have the National Guard. So I think we're going to start, being I think we're going to start being, very valuable channel on YouTube, man. But we're being stifled right now. A lot of things going on behind the scenes. I'll tell you guys about it in a couple of days, man. I don't want to break my flow right now, but yeah, the YouTube's doing a lot of things to stifle the channel. So support the channel as much as you can. We're in the building, man. Patel Mayor, Richmond, Virginia. Mass shooting, 2 dead, 7 injured. We got another mass shooting in Virginia Beach. We might not get to the main event for a little while, man.
That we're working on, pulling funding together for, hiring and training up folks for, that we had planned to launch early summer.
District meant for celebrations, 2 families are now preparing for funerals, while city leaders who already say they've implemented a number of safety programs in the Bottom will keep moving forward with other public safety initiatives.
There would be community ambassadors who would be roaming the streets, who would be a resource, and as clubs are closing down, would actually shepherd people home. And so that's part of the strategy that we're working on, pulling funding together for, hiring and training up folks for, that we had planned to launch early summer.
I can't believe he just said
But
that.
beyond the damage in Shockoe Bottom, family members are grieving about something that can never be repaired or replaced. Our AJ Nwoko gives a voice to one man who's broken after losing his sister to last night's violence.
You're looking at the aftermath immediately following a shooting in Shockoe Bottom early Saturday morning. But beyond the blinding blue lights, dozens of shell casings, collateral damage visible in the daylight, or even the 9 total people injured.
We were outside of Margaritas. We heard a few shots go off, like 10 to 15 shots. One of them actually went past my head and hit the building.
The true measure of a mass shooting are the ones lost.
She was so young, 23, she didn't have a chance to really live life yet.
A bleak reality that Zakiya Jones now faces.
There were multiple individuals shooting. That's what I'm prepared to say at this time.
According to Police Chief Rick Edwards, an officer heard a commotion just outside of the bar. We're driving up and seeing one of the victims of the shooting response. Zakiya's sister, Genesis Jones, is 23 years old.
Okay, so their coverage is a little bit their coverage is a little bit a little bit.
A grief counselor by
their coverage is leaving a little bit to be desired, man. Here go the brother right here. Here's the brother.
You're looking at the aftermath immediately following a shooting in Shockoe Bottom early Saturday morning. But beyond the blinding blue lights, dozens of shell casings, collateral damage visible in the daylight, or even the 9 total people injured.
We were outside of Margaritas. We heard a few shots go off, like 10 to 15 shots. One of them actually went past my head and hit the building.
The true measure of a mass shooting are the ones lost.
She was so young, 23, she didn't have a chance to really live life yet.
A bleak reality that Zakiya Jones now faces.
There were multiple individuals shooting. That's what I'm prepared to say at this time.
According to Police Chief Rick Edwards, an officer heard a commotion just outside of the bar.
On this earth to do.
Zakiya says what's going through his mind now is why violent crime like this continues to happen, even.
Well, because niggas. I mean, violent crime like this continues to happen because niggas. Like, it just is what it is. Niggas. Simple, man. Let's not complicate this shit, man.
This investigation is
niggas, okay? Violent crime like this continues to happen because of niggas.
This investigation is ongoing tonight. So far, police say the deadly incident started as a verbal argument and ended in at least 2 shooters firing shots. Tonight, we are bringing you team coverage. 8 News reporter Ben Walls spoke with the brother of one of the victims. We'll hear from him in just a bit. But first, we want to send things over to 8 News reporter Mariah Jalad. Mariah, I know this is just such a heartbreaking situation. What's police and city leaders saying about all of this?
Yeah, Roland, I'm live here at North 18th and Main Streets where things look almost back to normal now. But it was here that police say early this morning, more than 50 shots were fired. What started as a fight ended in 2 people dead and 7 more hurt.
This is absolutely unacceptable. This is not how people want to live. It's not what our city is about. It is not what the residents of our city deserve.
Richmond Mayor Danny Avula taking a stand against the tragedy that unfolded in the Shockoe Bottom area early Saturday morning. RPD Chief Rick Edwards says just before 3 a.m., an officer on patrol saw a commotion.
This was people hanging out on the streets. 2 groups of individuals started fighting.
The argument happening after bars closed at 2 a.m. Police say groups were gathered on the streets outside when a verbal fight turned into a fist fight. Then guns were drawn.
Multiple people entered that fight with firearms in hand and shots rang out. from multiple different individuals.
Those shots killed 23-year-old Genesis Jones and 42-year-old Dominic Jackson. 7 other people were hurt. One woman has life-threatening injuries.
The sheer amount of guns that are on the streets of our city is shocking. Leave your guns at home. You can't make good decisions, and you can't have a normal fight if you're armed, if everyone is armed, because it ends in tragedies like what we saw this morning.
Detectives stayed on scene until almost noon today, collecting evidence.
Over 50 cartridge casings were recovered, multiple firearms. We towed 6 cars. The surveillance footage we've seen, people were filming the fight ahead of time. So we need those individuals who left the scene to provide that to our investigators.
Chief Edwards says they're still looking for multiple suspects here. So anyone with information is asked to contact Crime Stoppers. Live in Richmond, Mariah Jalad, 8 News.
Unbelievable, man. Let's go here with it.
A 17-year-old boy will be charged as an adult alongside an 18-year-old man for last week's deadly carjacking on the north side. WGN's Emmy Victor has more on today's court appearance.
Created and wreaked havoc. Those are the words prosecutors use to describe a carjacking spree that spread from the north side to the south side. The suspects, just 17 and 18 years old, appeared in court this afternoon. They're accused of killing 2 people as they moved from neighborhood to neighborhood. It took more than 5 hours for proceedings to get underway, but the suspects behind a deadly crime spree in Chicago finally appeared in front of a Cook County judge Saturday. 18-year-old Marquise Hill and 17-year-old Marshawn Sanders, who is being charged as an adult, are facing multiple charges, including first-degree murder and aggravated vehicular hijacking. The judge didn't mince words when ordering the duo to remain in custody pending trial, saying they pose an absolute threat to the community. Investigators say the violence began in Lakeview East the morning of February 11th. Police say Hill and Sanders shot and killed 2 people, 22-year-old Darwin Torrado and 45-year-old Damon Kellum, before taking off with their cars. The suspects allegedly tried to steal more vehicles in other neighborhoods before the spree came to a close on the south side. The suspects were taken into custody on Thursday after court documents reveal surveillance video and cell phone data helped track the duo down. Hill and Sanders will remain in jail until their next court appearance on Wednesday. In addition to these crimes, investigators have now linked Hill to another carjacking, this one in January in West Rogers Park. Reporting at 26 in California, Emmy Victor, WGN News.
Wow. I mean, just going around killing people, it's just insane, man. Insanity, man. Insanity, man. This is insane. Let's see what we got here. Virginia.
A disturbing scene in Prince William County home this morning. Police tell us a woman stabbed her family to death in Woodbridge just after 8. One of the victims was just 2 years old. Our Felicia Ashley went down to the scene shortly after the discovery, and she brings us the latest.
What's on the inside of this house has left some Prince William officers shaken. The only word one officer could get out to describe it is horrific. Just after 8 a.m. Saturday, Prince William police say a 35-year-old woman killed her mother-in-law, husband, and a 2-year-old son, then turned the knife on herself.
Well, since I've been here 20-some years, I've never seen anything like this happen.
The fact that it was all knife wounds, it's kind of even more disturbing. No condition would have warranted it, but it's pretty horrific inside.
Police say the father-in-law is the only family member who survived. He was in the basement during the killings. He found his 4 family members stabbed to death upstairs. Do you mind me asking, do you have children?
I have 3.
To hear that a mother holding her child, 2 years old, stabbed the baby.
I can imagine that. I mean, what could, if somebody could have been there to save him, save. It's a child, for God's sake.
I mean, any sort of crime scene like this is going to be traumatic, and it was a tough call when I got it this morning to know that, especially it's just someone so young.
One neighbor, Josh, says he knew the family through casual daily waves. When you heard what happened?
Being prior military, I'm used to things of that nature. But when it involves a child, and me and my wife are going through IVF and a 2-year-old, oh my gosh, wish she could have gotten some help or something. But to take away something, that a gift like that in your own life and your partner's life is just super tragic.
Police say they're looking into whether any mental health issues were involved. They say they don't believe they've ever been to this home in the past for any prior issues. For now, reporting from Woodbridge, Virginia, Felicia Ashley, 7 News.
Wow. So that was a stabbing. Yikes. Holy shit. Jackson.
News 4 Jax starts right now with a breaking news alert.
I definitely wanted to duck and cover as soon as possible, but I've been through it before. That's why we moved here from Atlanta, to get away from stuff like this.
Breaking news as another team takeover ends in gunfire, this time at Jacksonville Beach. Thank you for joining us on News 4 Jax at 10. A week ago tonight, we reported a takeover at the Avenues Mall where shots were fired and a car was hit. And now another takeover near the Seawalk Music Festival at Seawalk Pavilion in Jacksonville Beach also ends in gunfire. News 4 Jax reporter Ashley French is live at Jacksonville Beach right now, and she joins us live. Ashley, what can you tell us about what happened and what you're seeing?
Well, hey there, Scott. Well, as soon as we got here, this was a very active police presence, and it still sort of is. I'm gonna just back up so you can just see that there's still police active here, kind of blocking some of these roadways here on 4th Street near this Waffle House. But nearby witnesses that we spoke to said the shooting actually started near the McDonald's on 4th Street, and said that it stretched towards the Jimmy John's, where they said they heard several gunshots. And witnesses we spoke to nearby said that happened, or it appeared to be several groups of teens that scattered when the shooting actually started. The Jacksonville Beach Police has confirmed that several shots were fired, leaving 4 people injured. Leaving 4 people injured. One of them was a juvenile and 3 adults. Police say this looked to be another teen takeover. The mayor of Jacksonville Beach, Jacksonville Beach, along with the Jacksonville Beach PD, said that the suspects who caused this will be held to the highest account with law once caught.
We're over it. We're not going to do this anymore. We're going to make sure to the fullest extent of the law, hold the people from the organizers of the takeover event to the people who perpetrated the shooting and everyone in between as accountable for this as we possibly can.
Now that Jackson.
Yo. Shout out to my man Anthony Madison. He said never ending shit. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. This is insane, man. All this going on tonight, man. Let's go up to Queens, man. We want to come back to some of these stories, but let's go to Queens, man. Queens, New York. New York, get the money, bitch. Dirty cash, fly niggas, car thief style. Your monkey walk. I'm hunchback. Be quiet, talk about be gossip, scared to death when I pop up.
In Queens, police are investigating a fatal shooting at a bar in Jamaica.
Now, detectives say it all started with an argument. John Diaz joins us live from Jamaica Avenue with more on what we're being told this morning. John.
Yeah, good morning, both of you. 8 hours later, and a crime scene unit still out here at the scene. Detectives, they still have yet to release the name of this victim, but we can tell you that he was a 34-year-old man. And they tell us right now they still believe that this all stemmed from a bar fight. If you take a look here at this cell phone video, it captures a chaotic scene out here earlier this morning. It appears to show 2 men trying to get the victim out of the bar and to safety right after the shooting. Now, we blurred their faces. That truck they were using to try to rush him away, well, that is now part of the crime scene. This morning still sits surrounded by police tape as detectives process it for evidence. According to police, officers responded to a call of shots fired around 1:45 this morning near Jamaica Avenue and 184th Street inside El Catracho Sports Bar. When they arrived, they found the man with 2 gunshot wounds, one in his left shoulder and one in his stomach. EMS then transported him to nearby Jamaica Hospital Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead. Now, we just got done speaking with the witness who heard the gunshots. Take a listen.
From what I heard, it was like maybe pop, pop,
quick. You know what I'm saying? Fast. So I was just like, I got up, I saw it, I said, yo, saw the man take off running. I tried to go behind it, like look to see what was going on, but there was so much commotion. Could it be so many of them in that club?
Now, police still not saying what the two men were fighting about, but we do know that the suspect, as you just heard, he ran away heading west on Jamaica Avenue.
Hey, man, I give his brother credit, though. He gave us some valuable information, man. A lot of brothers don't want to speak because they don't want to, this brother gave us some valuable information, man. Salute, man. Queens, man, Jamaica, Southside. It's
but there was so much commotion. Could it be so many of them in that club?
Now, police still not saying what the two men were fighting about, but we do know that the suspect, as you just heard, he ran away heading west on Jamaica Avenue after the shooting. And so far, police have yet to make any arrests, but there's still a very active investigation. For now, we are live this morning from Jamaica, Queens. John Diaz, CBS News, New York.
John, thank you.
Wow. I mean, it just keeps coming. Like, it is cracking, okay? It's cracking out here in these streets, man. Oh, wow. Ferguson, the home of Michael Brown. It's lit in Ferguson tonight. R.I.P. Michael Brown.
The scene. Our top story, a deadly double shooting in Ferguson.
Obviously, this wasn't a random type of deal.
The new details about the victims we just learned from police. We're live at the scene. Thanks for joining us at 10. I'm Robert Townsend. We know that shooting happened on North Clay Avenue in Ferguson. 5 on your side's Melanie Johnson is live at the scene. So, Melanie, what can you tell us?
Robert, 5 on your side, the first on scene as Ferguson police investigate this deadly double shooting. One of the most heartbreaking items that we just found out moments ago was that one of the victims is a part of this public safety family. My photographer is going to zoom in over my shoulder. That is the house that police have been in all evening. We just saw the medical examiner come to this scene not too long ago. And again, this professional public safety family is grieving tonight. Within the last hour, Ferguson Police Chief Troy Doyle confirmed a man and young woman were killed in a double shooting. The male victim identified as Henry Williams, a former fire chief in Berkeley. Police were called to the 500 block of North Clay in Ferguson for a sick call just after 6 p.m. When police arrived, they found 2 people shot. We're told the woman was dead on arrival and life-saving measures were performed on Williams, the ex-fire chief, but he later died from his injuries. I spoke to neighbors who were unable to get inside their homes as the streets were blocked off by yellow tape. Many are still in disbelief.
But I also wanted to offer my condolences to the families of the victim. Mr. Henry obviously was a member of the public safety family. So, heart and condolences.
When you stay down the street and there's multiple shootings and people calling the police and people got kids and bullets go anywhere.
We have heard cries and shrieks from the family while we've been out here. One of them saying that they wish that this was a dream. Now, as far as a suspect, police have not confirmed if anyone is in custody, but they did confirm that they are meeting with multiple people at this time. Live in Ferguson, Melanie Johnson, 5 on your side.
Ferguson showed up tonight, man. It's cracking everywhere, man. Salute to all you people out there, man. Hit that like button for me, man. Hit that like button for me.
Tonight, we are hearing for the first time from the family of a man hit and killed by a train while trying to save a friend's life.
So it happened early Tuesday morning when police say a CSX train collided with a car at the intersection of Ponce de Leon Railroad crossing in Scottsdale. 11 Alive Chase House sat down with the man's father, who says his son would have done it for anyone.
It seemed as though to me that he really looked at me in a special way whenever he saw me.
The last few days for Stanley Davis haven't been short of tears, but they've been full of prayer and going down memory lane. A little more than a week ago, Davis's son Brent died after DeKalb County police say he was hit by a train, saving his friend's life.
It came at no surprise that he did what he did, because he was that type of person, very protective and a leader and caring about others.
Davis says he had just talked to Brent maybe about 10 minutes before he died. He says Brent told him his car had broken down on the train tracks.
And before he can tell me anymore, the young lady he was with, she was talking. And he said, well, Daddy, let me call you back. And that was the last time I heard from him.
Davis says Brent was the second oldest of 6 and a musician among many other things. Now he considers his son a hero after he sacrificed his life to save another's.
And what he did makes me proud and give me strength to keep fighting and doing what I know he would want me to do to get through this time in our lives. We'll never forget our son.
Brent was 38 years old. Reporting, Chase Howell, 11 Alive News.
Wow. And hopefully that memory will help comfort that family.
Jeez. Nothing but motherfucking pain and sorrow. Coast to coast in Black America. We covering it all, man. We gonna bring you all the pain and suffering being unleashed by these savage beasts. These marsupial men, these fucking goddamn Cro-Magnon, cliff-dwelling fucking sons.
Breaking news in Northwest Harris County, where a gun battle erupts during a drug deal in a neighborhood park with children playing nearby.
3 people showed up at nearby hospitals, and deputies are looking for the others who were involved. It happened at Heritage Park along Swords Creek Road. You can see from this map, it's right in the middle of a neighborhood. Maria Aguilera is talking to neighbors whose security cameras captured the gunfire.
Yeah, it happened near this park behind me where residents say kids play every day. Now, deputies say everyone involved had scattered by the time they arrived, but neighbors here have plenty of video. Gunfire echoing in broad daylight.
Never heard that type of commotion going on over here, and yeah, just scary.
Residents of this Northwest Harris County neighborhood alarmed by how close it was, hearing the shots from different angles.
Upon our arrival, we were met with nobody here, no witnesses, no suspects, no victims.
Investigators later learned 3 men showed up at area hospitals with gunshot wounds. They believe it started as a drug deal in this park that turned into a shootout. Neighbors who didn't want to go on camera say the gunfire sent children running for cover.
Once I stopped hearing the gunshots and I looked over the gate, start seeing the kids come out from where they were hiding.
You said that this was drug related. Has Precinct 4 responded to other drug related incidents in this area?
Can't talk about within the area, but I can tell you, obviously, drug related incidents like this has been on the rise. We had an incident like this yesterday, legal narcotics transaction gone awry in one of our within our precinct. And again, it's just selfishness. I mean, residential areas, and again, zero regard to anybody's life other than their own. It's sad.
It is very scary knowing that stuff like this could happen at any moment over here.
Investigators tell us they're looking for a white 4-door sedan that could be connected to the shooting. Deputies say luckily it doesn't appear any bullets hit any nearby homes. Now, they did find 1 firearm inside the vehicle of one of the men who showed up at a hospital, but no arrests have been made. If you have any information, you're asked to contact Precinct 4. Reporting in Northwest Harris County, Maria Aguilera, KHOU 11 News.
Damn. I mean, it's everywhere. Everywhere. You can't go anywhere and avoid niggas. You can't go anywhere. And we're talking about like this feels like 2023, man. Hopefully this is just a blip on the radar because crime has been down. Hopefully these last couple of days have just been a blip on the radar.
We're learning more about a very scary situation for an Aldine area family after investigators say a burglary suspect who shot at deputies barricaded himself inside their trailer home. The adults and children inside are all okay, thankfully. The Harris County Sheriff's Office telling us tonight that suspect faces several charges. Now, the break-in and shooting happened early this morning at a barbershop on Sellers Road, west of the Hardy Toll Road. Orko Manna has the very latest on the investigation.
Harris County Sheriff's vehicles surround Bravo Barbershop in the Aldine area early Saturday morning. Investigators say a burglary suspect was inside when he started shooting at deputies.
Scary.
Oswaldo Bravo owns the barbershop and tells us he saw the suspect inside his business on surveillance cameras. He called 911 and then came to his shop.
And the guy was here. 10 minutes later, they show up. I hear shootings back there, boom, boom, boom. I guess about 15, 20 shots maybe. Yeah. Loud shots.
The sheriff's office says deputies gave the man verbal commands, but he opened fire on them. In the daylight, several evidence markers could be seen, some next to bullet casings. The sheriff's office says the suspect then ran out of the barbershop and forced entry into a nearby trailer home while a family with young children was still inside. The suspect allegedly knocked on the door before going in. Investigators say that several adults and children inside got out safely.
Feel for the family. I mean, you know.
Okay, this might be on burritos. Might be. You still like, it looks like it might be on burritos, but if I found out this was Sons, I wouldn't be shocked.
It's 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. You get waken up by some stranger with a gun. Oh yeah, you're gonna feel threatened, you know?
The sheriff's office says when deputies went inside and took the suspect into custody, they saw that he got shot during the shootout at the barbershop. He was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay, now facing several charges, including aggravated assault with a deadly weapon on a peace officer and felony burglary. No deputies were hurt.
I'm just tired, exhausted.
Bravo now having to repair the damage to his business.
He ruined my day. My day was so super busy today. I had to cancel everybody, but it is what it is. You know, I don't hate the guy. I hope he's okay.
Reporting near Aldine, Orko Manna, KHOU 11 News.
We spoke to the young man and his mother, who say he was the victim of a brutal attack, and photos of his injuries have circulated social media, prompting public outcry of what happened. We met with Rita DeFada and her 20-year-old son, Caleb.
Who did this? Who did this, guys? Was this that good old white on white crime? This could be white on white crime, man. This could be white on white crime, guys. This could be some good old white on white crime, man. Salute to everybody out there. Everybody hit the like button. Sponsor the show. Take the $5 challenge. PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat. Buy me a coffee. However, sponsor the show. Support the channel. We're looking for you guys to support the channel. White kids, so y'all think it was blacks? We'll see, man. I haven't heard about this story. We'll see. Hopefully, please be some white boys that kick this guy's ass.
Their home in Bossier City on Wednesday. Caleb told us he attended a party on February 12th where he was beaten. He woke up in the hospital with severe injuries, including swelling, a broken nose, and teeth stringing.
Did you use the N-word? You thought you could sing along to this NBA Youngboy song. No, man, you can't sing along.
Marks. along with marks all over his body and lacerations and gravel stuck to his head. He says he's recovering okay, and despite his injuries, he does not want anybody else hurt. He just wants justice.
A lot of people out there are kind of, they're angry. I'm angry too, but a lot of people, they want to take that anger out in a negative way, and that's, a lot of people want to hurt him, and that's not what I want. I never wanted that from the moment that I woke up. But what I do want is never again for somebody, because I thought that I was safe. I was just having fun. I don't want somebody else to be in my situation and then having to go through all this. So I want there to be some type of consequence for sure.
His mom rushed to the emergency room that night. The hospital contacted police, and they have been working with the Bossier Sheriff's Office and detectives on this case. She says her family is strong, but recovery will take time. She says Caleb has been in a lot of pain, and his medical expenses are mounting up. She spoke about the experience and hopes for holding those responsible accountable.
Even when he was screaming in agony and having panic attacks from the amount of pain that he was in, I still didn't cry even then. And it still didn't feel like it hit me. And then when it did, I had to take a moment to myself and disengage from social media, disengage from the fight for him, and just kind of be.
What did your son do, man? What did he do, man? Did he use the N-word? But if he did, man, we can't save him, man. We can't do nothing. We can't do nothing for him if he use the N-word, man. You use that N-word, man. Sorry, man. But it was something else, man. We could work this out, man. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. If you didn't use the N-word. He told him to look inward, man. Hey, man, you need to look inward, man. You're projecting a lot, man. You people are always projecting. You need to look inward.
His boots were stolen. You never know who kids really are. Teach your kids to be very vigilant, not to go home with just anybody. It's not like when we were kids. People are different now. They want to hurt him. It's going to take a minute for all the dust to settle, but we will be. God's got this.
And she hopes anyone with information about what happened to Caleb on that night to come forward and speak with Bossier detectives.
Wow.
She was a silly girl, and she had a bright smile, a beautiful laugh. And he's an evil, evil person, and he needs to pay, and anybody else involved in this.
We begin tonight with new details in the death of a 3-year-old girl in Citra yesterday. Marion County Sheriff's deputies arrested a man for aggravated child abuse. A family member of 3-year-old Paisley Brown says she wants anyone involved to be held accountable. TV20's Kayla Lewis tells us how long it took before anyone called 911.
They just were looking at her, and I immediately performed CPR on her. And she had been dead for a while. And I knew that there was nothing I could do to bring her back. She was already gone.
Tabitha Harless is grieving the loss of her 3-year-old niece, Paisley Brown, who she describes as an energetic and joyful little girl.
She was laying at the feet of the man that took her life.
Marion County Sheriff's deputies arrested 32-year-old Jerome Coombs on child abuse charges in connection to her death. Additional charges are expected.
He was compliant, and his words to our detectives, very understated. He said, "I went too far. I took it too far." And we couldn't agree with him more. This is more than just too far. This is the death of a small 3-year-old little girl.
Coombs tells deputies he picked Paisley up from her playpen and accidentally dropped her, but then he said he hit her 3 times in her chest.
This is a Citra house of horror.
Harless says Coombs would tie the kids up with tape, rope, and even handcuffs at night. 5 kids ranging in age from 1 to 9 lived inside this trailer home. Family members say Coombs is Paisley's mother's boyfriend.
Did she know? And was she aware of this?
Yes.
These are things that will, I believe, pan out in this investigation. We will have answers to those questions because for us, I think as deputies, it's a case for sure that that just piques our interest. But more, these deputies as fathers and mothers, it's something that we have to have answers to, just for our own sake, if nothing else.
The mother was out running errands when she received a call from Coombs letting her know Paisley was unresponsive. A 911 call was not made for 40 minutes.
And as a father, I have less understanding as to why, if you're told your child is unresponsive, is all she's been told, it took 40 minutes to call 911. I don't have an answer for that.
Deputies say Paisley was found with traumatic injuries, including bruising on her chest.
Justice has to be served. I love that baby with all my heart. I loved all those kids. And somebody needs to speak up for them.
Coombs is currently being held in the Marion County Jail on no bond, and family members tell us the kids are safe with a friend of the family. In Marion County, Kayla Lewis, TV 20 News.
So that son Terry got no bond. Okay. No bond. Not $1 million bond, but no bond.
And folks, let's take a look at that arrest report. Sheriff's deputies say the mother of the 3-year-old was out of the house running errands yesterday morning. She says she heard her daughter's voice in the background during a phone call with Coombs during a nail appointment. Coombs later told the mother the girl was unresponsive, and the mother says she saw the child pale and limp on FaceTime. She finished her nail appointment and then returned home.
Yeah. These mud shocks are different, man. These mud shocks are built different. Wow.
Heard her daughter's voice in the background during a phone call with Coombs during a nail appointment. Coombs later told the mother the girl was unresponsive, and the mother says she saw the child pale and limp on FaceTime. She finished her nail appointment and then returned home 40 minutes later. She claims she told Coombs to call the police, but he never did. Coombs said he was too scared to call 911. We have the full report for you to read on our website at WCJB.com.
Wow. Having a bow shot.
The first time we are hearing from the mother of the teenager who was shot and killed by an off-duty deputy at a Walmart in Point Siena. Family identified 16-year-old Jairus Jones. West 2's Tony Atkins is joining us live from Point Siena tonight. And Tony, you spoke with that teen's mother over the telephone.
Yeah, she said she wasn't quite ready to go on camera and talk about her son just yet. She did give us a statement, but said it was just too emotionally straining to talk about just 2 days after losing her son here at this Walmart.
This is 16-year-old Jairus Jones. Family confirmed he was the person shot and killed at a Walmart in Point Siena. His mother, Portia, didn't want to speak on camera, but sent West 2.
Portia.
In Point Siena. His mother, Portia, didn't want to speak on camera, but sent West 2 this statement Saturday, saying in part, quote, "My son Jairus, who everyone knew and loved as JJ, was a bright, beautiful light in this world. The name JJ came from his friends. He was loved by so many and had the personality that drew people in." Investigators confirmed the 16-year-old was shot and killed by an off-duty Osceola County deputy Thursday night. Deputies say Jones was armed with a gun. Sheriff Chris Blackman spoke about the investigation hours after the shooting.
Loss prevention officer, which is the theft officer at Walmart, notified our deputy at the front of the store that there were
3 men inside the store that had concealed merchandise.
Investigators claim Jones was with 2 others, a minor and a man in his 20s. The other 2 suspects were identified and accounted for.
And with that said, our deputy fired downrange at the suspect and took him out. He had a gun in his hand running through the store. The other 2 suspects fled the store.
Now, Portia says she has questions about what happened. She adds, quote, "As his mother, I'm beyond proud of the young man he was becoming. He was full of life, full of love, full of dreams. Our hearts are shattered, but we want the world to remember JJ for his smile, his energy, and the love he gave so freely." And we did reach out to investigators here in Osceola County for an update in this case. They are deferring to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, which is also investigating what happened here, again, just 2 days ago. I'm covering Osceola County live in Poinciana. Tony Atkins, West 2 News.
Wow.
Okay, Lenny, thank you. And we are also still following developments this morning in a deadly shooting that happened in Miami Gardens. 1 person was killed.
Local 10's Jolena Esperto is joining us live as whoever shot them remains on the run at this hour. Jolena.
Yeah, when Miami Gardens police got here last night, they found a man lying out on the sidewalk in front of his home, bleeding out from gunshot wounds. And this morning, his friends and family came to clean up his blood, to honor him, to hug and cry together, grieve together. They put out some candles. They also shared with me who their loved one was. They shared with me some photos of him. So I want you to take a look at those on your screen now. They said his name was Gabriel Hubert. He was 45 years old. He had 6 kids, some in college, and they wanted to stress he was a man of God. Now, these are immediate family members who are still in shock this happened to their loved one. It hit so close to home. They said he never deserved it. Now, we were here after the shooting last night, so take a look at what the crime scene looked like then. We saw a bloodied shirt, bloodstains on the sidewalk, a police officer cruiser stationed where the shooting happened near the 3500 block of Northwest 213th Street. Now, I spoke to his cousin a few minutes ago, Kenton Mitchell, and his friend Steven. Take a listen to what they told me about their
It's bigger than that, man. Like, you know, like a man get gunned down in front of his house. None of us holier than thou, but this man was a person that was, the community could tell you, his Wawa family could tell you, his church family could tell you, his immediate family could tell you, like me, this man was not into anything where he deserved to get gunned down.
Brother Gabe was a righteous man. Whenever you saw him, he was just spreading the love of Jesus, doing the Lord's will, man. Just talking about how good God is and spreading abundant blessings. You know, this comes as a relative surprise to all us.
And Miami Gardens police believe the suspect in this case got away in a white van. And family members out here told me they believe that suspect shot other people in other areas of Florida last night. So if you know anything, may have seen anything, you are asked to contact Miami Gardens police or Crime Stoppers at 305-471-TIPS. Once we have new updates, we'll be sure to let you know. But for now, I'm reporting live from Miami Gardens, Jolena Esperto, Local 10 News.
Wow. Unbelievable, man.
Family in a step toward justice. Miami Gardens police tonight telling Local 10 that they have a suspect under arrest accused of killing a husband and father of 6. But tonight, investigators are not yet talking about why someone killed Gabriel Hubert.
Local 10's Aaron Mabin is live in the Miami Gardens Police Department with the breaking details. Aaron.
JC and Sanella, that major announcement came out not too long ago. Miami Gardens police confirming that they do have someone in custody in connection to this gruesome killing. Family members of Gabriel Hubert are aware of this arrest, and tonight they are relieved, but they also want to know who would kill this family man and this avid churchgoer. Surveillance video captures the sound of gunfire that took the life of Gabriel Hubert, a loving father of 6 and devoted husband.
My husband was a loving father, a loving son, a loving everything to people.
His widow, Gerla Hubbard, is leaning on her faith as she remembers the man who changed her life.
So he go to church every day. I mean, he go to church. He looked like he looked like he might have a past. What do you guys think? You think one time he was a street guy? He found religion recently. How many likes do we got, man? How many likes do we got? Hit the like button, man. How many likes do we got? How many likes do we got out here in these streets?
My husband was a loving father, a loving son, a loving everything to people.
His widow, Gerla Hubbard, is leaning on her faith as she remembers the man who changed her life.
He would just get up early in the morning just to do for people.
Gabriel Hubbard was shot and killed outside their Miami Gardens home. After the initial round of gunfire, there's another blast.
The guy who shot him, I pray for your soul.
Paramedics rushed to Northwest 35th Avenue and Northwest 213th Street around 6:30 p.m. They found Hubbard on the sidewalk, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds.
He was coming home, getting out of his truck when he was ambushed. I don't know the full details of it, but you know, it's in the Lord's hand, and whoever was responsible for this right here, they're going to reap what they sow.
Investigators have not released a motive. Miami Gardens police believe the gunman drove off in a white van.
This man was not into anything where he deserved to get gunned down.
By Saturday morning, grief turned into gathering. People prayed, embraced, honored a man who loved singing at church and pushing others to be better.
He was just spreading the love of Jesus. You know, this comes as a relative surprise to all of us. This is like the last thing we was expecting.
He didn't have a hurt in his heart for people. They would do him wrong, and he would still forgive them.
Yeah, a man of grace who a lot of people are mourning tonight. Miami Gardens police have not announced how they were able to track down this suspect. I do want to read a text. I sent a family member a message letting them know about this arrest. Hubbard's sister-in-law saying to me, "This is great news. Now justice needs to be served." We're live in Miami Gardens tonight. Aaron Mabin, Local 10 News.
Wow. Stray bullet in Delray Beach kills man while he slept. I mean, after last night and all that shit that these niggas did last night, for them to come back this next day like this, man, man, you niggas should be ashamed of yourself, man.
Sad story out of Delray Beach tonight where a man was killed in his home by a bullet fired at someone else. Police were at the scene throughout the day. Ari Height spoke with neighbors and has more on the crime and the innocent victim.
Investigators with the Delray Beach Police Department are not releasing a whole lot of information about this murder, but I talked to a neighbor who tells me he heard at least 30 shots, and the person who was killed was just an innocent victim asleep in bed.
5 o'clock Friday afternoon, about 17 hours after the shooting, more than a dozen police officers were still on the scene in the 500 block of Northwest 5th Court in Delray Beach. According to police, the shooting happened just after midnight. That's when they received multiple 911 calls of shots fired here. When officers arrived, they found a man shot inside of his home. That man died at the hospital. His name has not been released. Neighbors here were not comfortable speaking about the shooting on camera, but multiple people tell me it sounded like a war zone with dozens and dozens of shots fired from the street, targeting one home in particular. Someone from that home returned fire. But this is not the home where someone was killed. A witness tells me a stray bullet went into a neighbor's home, killing a man as he slept. The suspect or suspects got away. Investigators on scene appeared to be focused on the side of the house and the windows, looking for bullet holes. Even once the sun went down, now 19 hours after the shooting, investigators were still on scene, now focused on an SUV in the driveway, trying to gather whatever evidence they could that will help them catch a killer.
Again, no arrests have been made here. The shooter or shooters responsible are still on the loose. If you have any information about this murder, please contact the Delray Beach Police Department. In Delray Beach, Ari Height, WPBF 25 News.
Wow. Jesus Christ. Louisville.
Violence. Or give the kids a safe place to.
First tonight, Louisville police are searching for suspects after 5 shootings in the last 3 days. One of the victims.
Yeah, crime is up. Crime is up. Crime is hopefully this is just a blip on the radar. It's not up to where it was, of course, not 2020, 2021, but it just seems like it's been a spike in crime last few days. Jesus Christ. Maybe it's because it's the weekend. I don't know. But this is crazy.
Violence. Or give the kids a safe place to.
First tonight, Louisville police are searching for suspects after 5 shootings in the last 3 days. One of the victims died. The other 4 are recovering.
This outbreak of violence is sparking a strong message from a local nonprofit tonight. Joyce O'Geary is live at Portland Community Center. Joyce, what are they saying?
Well, Millennium Enterprise Foundation is hosting a clinic right now, you can see behind me, which is called Shoot Balls, Not Guns. It was planned well before this weekend's gunfire. Well, organizers tell me that violence proves it's more important now than ever to talk to young people about it.
We just give them opportunity to vent, to be kids.
After a weekend marked by gunfire, community leaders are stepping up. Shoot Balls, Not Guns, founded by organizer Will Pitts, is focused on giving kids something constructive to do, like basketball and mentoring sessions.
When kids don't have a lot to do, they tend to get in trouble. So we're just trying to fill those voids and give them something to do and a positive place to be and show them that people do care.
The event was started in honor of a son's friend who was shot and killed. Pitts says he wants children to pick up a basketball, not a gun, a message he hopes strikes true after a series of shootings over the weekend. It started early Saturday morning on South 38th Street, when officers say they found a man who had been shot to death. 2 more shootings were reported Saturday. Officers say a man was shot in the ankle near 33rd and West Market in the Shawnee neighborhood. Then a man was found shot in the leg on North 35th Street in the Portland neighborhood. A shooting in the Park Hill neighborhood early Sunday morning sent a juvenile to the hospital. Police say he accidentally shot himself in the leg. And early Monday morning, a woman showed up at the hospital after she was shot in the wrist while driving near 38th Street and West Market. Neighbors say they're concerned.
My kid got to grow up seeing this. I didn't have to grow up seeing that because it wasn't like it when I was younger.
There's all kinds of violence. I don't blame guns or I think people have a right to bear arms. But yeah, it's unfortunate.
And no arrests have been made in those shootings. While those investigations continue, organizers here say events like this are about prevention for kids before violence reaches them. Shoot Balls, Not Guns ends at 7 tonight. So they're encouraging families to come down and connect with community resources. Live in Louisville, Joyce O'Geary, WLKY News.
Jeez. Yo. What the fuck?
Police say an 18-year-old drunk on hand sanitizer attacked one of their officers.
The entire incident caught on body cam. Everywhere at 5, Aria.
Drunk on hand sanitizer.
Janelle with the video you have to see.
Oh, my shoe came
I got it. Great.
This body camera is chaotic. Take a look. Canton police say that's 18-year-old Jade Kane getting placed into the back of a cruiser. But that's only part of this bizarre story that involves hand sanitizer and an officer allegedly getting hit in the head.
I don't know if she punched me, kicked me, or what, but...
Let's go back to Monday night. According to police, this all started when they were called to 3rd Street for a domestic issue. Officers say this isn't the first run-in with Kane and the family who lives at that house.
We already established this last time.
Eventually, the 18-year-old comes outside. She starts arguing with her boyfriend and his family. Officers try to figure out what exactly is going on.
What's your issue?
Jade. No, you said what is your issue?
I didn't ask what your name was. I know what your name is.
He asked what your issue was, not your name. Jade. She's drunk. I don't know where she got it from.
Officers later discover Kane drank hand sanitizer.
Hello?
Hi.
According to Poison Control, hand sanitizer is as potent as 120 proof liquor. In extreme cases, it can cause seizures and even put someone in a coma.
So here, just come here. Unlock the car for me. Okay.
Obviously, come on.
Knock it off.
As officers tried to de-escalate the situation by separating the family and Kane, she refused to follow them, flopping to the ground in protest. You can hear the frustration in the officer's voice.
Up we go.
This is where things take a turn. Kane says her shoe comes off. She then hits the officer with her hand.
Oh, my shoe came off.
Great. You got it.
Kane was arrested and taken to the Stark County Jail.
All right, she can go to jail for assault on peace, officer.
Once there, she doesn't calm down, according to police. In her holding room, police say Kane slipped out of her handcuffs and punched out a window. Already facing an assaulting an officer charge, police added vandalism to her rap sheet.
Come on, I want my boo.
Kane's bond has been set for $50,000. Her next court date is next.
She definitely got a black boyfriend. She got a black boyfriend, man. White dude can't handle all that, man. White dude, like, oh my God, this woman's crazy. Yes. Jeez. So much carnage. So much carnage going on. Let's see some of these damn burritos, man. Let's see you on burritos, man.
An unprovoked stabbing at a house party almost ends in murder, and now the U.S. Marshals Service has joined the search for the suspect. Here's Alexa Ashwell with Maryland's Most Wanted.
Investigators say witnesses helped identify this suspect who has been on the run for the past 3 months. The U.S. Marshals Service now requesting your help in tracking him down. November 15th, 2025, Southeast Baltimore. Officers are called to Johns Hopkins Hospital.
1800 Orleans Fleming for cutting. Adult ER, walk-in patient stabbed in the stomach and chest.
A man is rushed into emergency surgery with 2 stab wounds. His condition critical. Baltimore police respond to Hopkins.
Driving around for the vehicles here for the walk-in.
There, officers are met by a woman who told police she had driven the victim to the hospital from a nearby neighborhood on Esther Place in the Baltimore Highlands community.
The woman told investigators where she believed the stabbing took place.
I'm going to head over to Esther and Highlands.
Esther and Highlands, Central.
Investigators say officers locate the home and a witness. According to court documents, the witness told officers they witnessed the stabbing that had occurred inside a home. The witness identified the suspect as Ricardo Antonio Calix Mejia.
The witness described this incident as an unprovoked stabbing.
In court documents, the witness told officers a group of people were inside the home. The victim, they said, was sitting on a chair in the kitchen, and the suspect was sitting on a chair in the living room. The witness said, unprovoked, Mejia walked into the kitchen and stabbed the victim multiple times in the torso and then ran out of the house. The weapon, described as a dark pocket knife.
According to the witness, no words were exchanged between the 2 men prior to the stabbing.
According to court documents, officers obtained a photo from the Motor Vehicle Administration, and Mejia's identity was confirmed. A warrant was issued for his arrest. The 30-year-old is facing at least a half dozen charges, including first-degree attempted murder, second-degree attempted murder, first-degree and second-degree assault, reckless endangerment, and a weapons charge. The U.S. Marshals Service now joining the search as Mejia remains on the run 3 months later.
All suspects are presumed innocent until proven guilty. However, during the course of the fusion investigation, the documentation revealed that this was an unprovoked attack that ultimately resulted in the stabbing. This could have been a very life-threatening wound, and the concern here is that there may be a chance of recidivism. And so we believe it's in the interest of public safety that we locate this fugitive and safely take him off the street.
Investigators warn Mejia is known to have violent tendencies, so take a good look. He's described as standing at about 5'5" and weighing approximately 175 pounds. If you have any information regarding his whereabouts, you're asked to contact the U.S. Marshals Service. The number right here, 202-819-5058. Remember, you can always remain anonymous, and you could earn a reward. I'm Alexa Ashwell, and this is Maryland's Most Wanted. Thanks for watching. I'm Alexa Ashwell. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment and subscribe to our channel.
Burrito crime is kind of boring too, man. Jeez, burrito crime is not as bad as white crime, but Jesus Christ. Not like Sons. And Sons, we got this shit locked down, man. Nobody can fuck with us when it comes to crime, man. Be more exciting.
Only on 5, LA's oldest toy store is burglarized overnight. Thieves stealing thousands of dollars in toys. The store's owners arriving this morning to discover the damage. Kip's Toyland was opened in 1945 by a World War II veteran who passed the store on to his children when he died.
And now those owners are picking up the pieces after that break-in. Jillian Smuckler, live for us in Fairfax with a story you'll see only on 5. Jillian?
Rick, Karine, yeah, LA's oldest toy store really got hit hard last night. You could see the area where that burglar came in. You can see they have boarded up the window. It's really interesting because when I got here, I counted 7 surveillance video cameras, 3 of them right by that window. But he came in. We're going to show you that video in just a moment. But the store employees had no idea this happened until they came for their shift this morning. They thought maybe it was just vandalism, but then they came inside. Take a look. Usually those high-end Legos all are on the top shelf here. You can see there's not one left. They quickly came and just cleared the shelf dry, and now all of it is completely gone. Now let's go back to that surveillance video I mentioned. Take a look. You can see that suspect breaking in around 4:22 this morning, climbing through the broken front window and heading straight for the merchandise. Employees here tell us they didn't learn about the burglary until they showed up to open the store around 10 o'clock this morning.
Wow.
Well, when I came to work, when I was about to open the door, this maintenance guy asked me, like, hey, what happened? Like, what happened? I'm not open yet. And she goes, your front window, it's broken into. I'm like, really? So I walk in front of here and I saw this one right here. So I was in shock.
As a small business, like, this is a big hit for us. Like, I don't know how we were.
An Asian with a beard, man. A fat Asian with a beard. Ain't that a bitch? But who did this shit? Like, let's be honest, man. Who burglarized this restaurant? Who burglarized this restaurant? Who did this shit, man? Who did this shit? Shout out to Sebastian, man. Sebastian say, check out San Diego. Free all glider kings and glider queens from the mental prison of fear of being called racist. It's rough, man. It's rough. Yeah, they got you in the chokehold with that, man. Who did this, though?
Recover from stuff like this, or even want to push forward? Like, do we continue to carry Legos? Are we going to be a continued target? Like that. Those are questions we have to ask. Like, what merchandise do we carry? Is something too high price for us to have now? Because it shows how easy it is to get in here.
Now, you just heard from Jay, the store manager. He says the loss hits especially hard. This family-run business has been a part of the farmers market since 1945 and was originally opened by a World War II prisoner of war. Well, he recently passed away, and now this family is facing yet another challenge as they try to figure out how to move forward. Employees at the store called LAPD, and so did us here at KTLA. And at this point, we are still waiting to find out when exactly an officer is going to come out and take a police report. Again, at this time, they have not been out here. We called, so did employees here, but obviously a lot of concerns tonight, right? They don't know what's going to happen, especially because in that video you just saw, you could see whoever broke into here was wearing a mask and gloves. The employees here think they knew exactly what they were doing. They know They knew where that high-end merchandise was. They cleared it all out. One of the things they're considering, because they say Legos and the high-end Legos specifically, that's where they make all the money. So they're considering possibly taking off these little stickers here. They're an old school store, right? So they have these, it says the price. So maybe that would deter them a little bit, but really they don't know where to go from here because as you just saw, there's an easy way to get in here. There's no alarm. Obviously, they're going to have to make some adjustments moving forward to prevent this from happening in the future. But for now, reporting live from Fairfax, Jillian Smuckler, KTLA 5 News.
Wow. Oh my God, man. Fucking A, man.
A crash on the Bishop Ford Freeway is hitting Chicago's dance community especially hard tonight. 2 members of the Ultimate Threat Dance Corps were killed.
Leslie Moreno joins us now in studio. You spoke with one of the victims' moms tonight.
Yeah, they are devastated, in the entire dance community as well. 3 others were also injured. They're in the hospital in critical condition. Family tells me the 5 team members were driving back home from dance practice when the driver of the vehicle lost control.
It's a mother's worst nightmare.
I am very numb. I'm motionless.
To not only lose a child, but to see their lifeless body on the cold concrete.
I saw the car, it was literally like a pancake.
Angela Hongo says her son, 17-year-old Boaz Flemister, also known as Bo, and his friend, 25-year-old Lazarus Gonzalez, known as Hollywood, were ejected from this SUV while heading home from dance practice.
Nobody can be able to survive that just looking at it. And then to see him on the ground.
Illinois State Police say it happened just after 1:15 Thursday morning on the Bishop Ford Highway. The SUV lost control, flipped, and landed on its side. Bo and Hollywood were pronounced dead at the scene. 3 other teammates had to be rushed to the hospital. They were both members of the Chicago-based dance team Ultimate Threat Dance Corps and the Empire Dance Institute. Bo's mother says he had been dancing since the age of 5 and had a full life ahead of him.
He was a stylist. He was a dancer. After graduation, he was going into real estate. We were planning his prom 2 years out. Like just last night, he chose his colors that he wanted. Like, how can we be doing prom yesterday and then you're not breathing here today?
His mother says she was tracking his location moments before the crash. When the vehicle stopped in the middle of the highway, she knew something was wrong. She just never imagined she would be losing her baby boy.
Gonna miss telling him it's school time. You know, you got to get up, and calling him 15 times to get up to go to school. Like, I'm gonna miss that.
Mom says those 3 other teens that were in the vehicle were ejected and are still in the hospital in critical condition.
Wow.
One of them dealing with internal bleeding and 2 broken legs, another dealing with a possible broken spine. Family and friends will be honoring Bo and Hollywood tomorrow night with a balloon release. We'll have all those details on foxchicago.com.
Wow. Unbelievable, man. Jesus Christ. Oh, fucking God. What did you say? You said San Diego? The guy said San Diego? I don't know if we can escape. San Diego should be able to escape, man. We should be able to get a reprieve from this shit, man. We should be able to get a reprieve from this shit. A reprieve. We should be able to get a reprieve from this shit in San Diego, man. Come on.
680 miles of San Diego streets could soon see lower speed limits. It's all part of the city's Vision Zero goal to eliminate deadly and serious injury crashes.
NBC7's Audra Stafford live along Tierrasanta Boulevard. Audra, the current speed limit there is 35, but might be changing soon.
That's right, Nicole. And just to give you a little better idea, yes, it is 35 along this.
See what the news is like when you don't got a lot of niggas? You don't have a lot of niggas, man. You got time. You got space for shit like this on your news, man. You can breathe, man. You can do interesting stories and cover other stuff when you don't have no niggas. Like San Diego, they don't got no niggas.
Stretch of Tierrasanta Boulevard, but as soon as you hit this intersection at Santo Road, once you get across there, it jumps up to 55 miles per hour. I misspoke our last half hour. When you're coming up the hill, it drops to 25, but when you're going down the hill, it jumps up to 55. There's a school right there, Canyon Hills High School. There are homes here. There are businesses here. So people, when they come up this street and they know it's going to jump to 55, they often blast through here, going quite a bit faster to get up speed for that 55 mile per hour limit. So with all of these things nearby, this is really kind of an unsafe area. So it has been identified as one of the areas that could see the speed limit lowered under this new plan. So let's talk a little bit more about this comprehensive speed management plan that was approved yesterday in a city council committee. It would, if passed ultimately by the city council, lower speed limits inside school zones from 25 to 15 miles per hour and see speed limits in other areas reduced by 5 miles per hour. Laura Keenan says that small decrease in speed, just 5 miles per hour, could have meant the difference between life and death for her husband, Matt. He was hit and killed while riding his bike in Mission Valley in a 35 mile per hour zone. She says studies have shown speed determines survival and that every mile per hour matters.
The driver hit him going at least 35 miles per hour. He had no chance to protect himself. One moment we were building a life together and raising our baby boy, and the next everything changed. Our son lost his father, I lost my partner, and we were left with a lifetime of grief caused by a crash that never should have happened.
So again, City Council will be looking at lowering speed limits on 680 miles of streets throughout the city of San Diego. So not just this area, but throughout San Diego.
Oh, man. That's wonderful, man. San Diego, man. Okay, here goes some shit. Okay.
So a man killed by a half dozen law enforcement officers during a traffic stop is being remembered tonight by friends and family. The group gathered in San Marcos on Twin Oaks Valley Road, where the 33-year-old man was shot 2 days ago. NBC7's Dave Summers has the latest on the investigation and why attendees are questioning the police use of force.
Good friend of mine. He was a good dude, smart. 24 candles were the lights. Some 20.
Okay, so here go the niggas in San Diego. This is the shit that the niggas in San Diego are oh my God. It's gotta be DNA. Press 1. It's gotta be DNA. These are the niggas in San Diego, and this is what they're going through right now. It's gotta be DNA, man.
The police use of force.
Good friend of mine. He was a good dude, smart.
24 candles were the lights. Some 20-plus friends and family of Andre Mendez gathered around Friday night.
Here I am. This is Andre. This is Andre. I love you, Andre. I love you.
Mendez was an El Camino High School graduate, a jack of all trades, so he is described.
And we will always love him, and he's not forgotten.
Participants in the night's vigil wore shirts.
That dude probably was an unrepentant thug. An unrepented self-described thug. Let's be honest, man. Look who's here at his fucking vigil.
Wore shirts and hoodies bearing Mendez's picture. They used helium-filled balloons to spell out his name. Mendez was shot and killed by 5 sheriff's deputies and 1 Palomar College police officer on this stretch of Twin Oaks Valley Road. The shooting happened Wednesday night. Police say the patrolling deputy thought the car might be stolen because the steering wheel was broken and the license plate didn't seem to match the car. He pulled the vehicle over. The driver, a 21-year-old woman, got out. Mendez stayed in, rolled up the windows. Investigators say he refused commands and showed them a semi-automatic handgun.
I cannot see him doing anything to provoke this. You know, I believe that there could have been other ways to go around this.
So many rounds were fired, they were hard to count. There are more than a dozen bullet holes in the Hyundai Sonata he was sitting in. A window was also smashed.
When I heard about this, it was just overwhelming.
Family members and friends voiced their frustration with the police response.
If you're not in imminent danger, I don't feel that you should use this type of force on somebody. They have taser guns for a reason.
Yeah, but he had the windows up. He had the windows up, bro, and he had the he was flashing a semi-automatic gun. Rifle or whatever. And there's a whole bunch of other shit that was happening that you don't know about. And you know he was an unrepentant thug. And you know he was an unrepentant thug. You know that. You know this nigga was a gangster. He wouldn't have all these black people at his motherfucking thing. Salute to Deluxe 247, aka Cal Ripken, aka the real MVP. Coming through once again. Yeah, that's a great character witness. Hell yeah. What a character witness. This motherfucker, yeah, this motherfucker a character witness. What the fuck?
Force on somebody. They have taser guns for a reason.
San Diego homicide detectives are investigating whether the officer's actions were within police guidelines and criminal statutes.
They were.
The FBI is also monitoring this case. In San Marcos, Dave Summers, NBC7.
And during the vigil, one of the attendees was hit by a car. His injuries were not life-threatening, but police and an ambulance responded. The driver did not slow down or stop.
Okay. So we starting to see we got some stuff going on in San Diego.
Same thing, you know, just wish there can be some closure. Maybe there will be.
As loved ones grieve, a father of 2, the man accused of killing him in downtown San Diego, answered to charges this afternoon. Within the last few hours, an arraignment for 34-year-old Grant Parker was delayed due to mental competency issues. ABC 10 News reporter Michael Chen has the emotional appeal from the victim's distraught loved ones.
In downtown San Diego near 9th and C, a collection of candles and flowers. It appears this is the spot where Mark Thomas was hanging out with a friend on Valentine's Day night when he was attacked. How should your brother be remembered?
A good-hearted person.
5 days later, Michael Thomas says his heartache is not letting up.
Just hurting. A lot of unknown answers.
Just before 9:30 last Saturday night, witnesses say his younger brother Mark was with a female friend outside the Hotel Churchill.
He would hang out in the area quite often.
When police say he was stabbed multiple times. Despite life-saving efforts by police and medics, he would die at the scene. According to police, the suspect, 34-year-old Grant Parker, ran into his nearby apartment and tried to start a fire inside. Officers forcing their way into the room.
White guy. He got killed by a white guy. This white on white crime. This sounds like some interesting white on white crime, man. We might got a good, decent white on white crime here, man. Something interesting, man.
Just before 9:30 last Saturday night, witnesses say his younger brother Mark was with a female friend outside the Hotel Churchill.
He would hang out in the area quite often.
When police say he was stabbed multiple times. Despite life-saving efforts by police and medics, he would die at the scene. According to police, the suspect, 34-year-old Grant Parker, ran into his nearby apartment and tried to start a fire inside. Officers forcing their way into the room. Parker taken into custody with the use of a police dog.
Shock, pain.
Michael, still reeling from the details of his brother's death, says Mark was a proud father of 2 teens and a proud fan of the Chargers and Padres.
Just had a good spirit, a good heart. He's not a troublemaker. A lot of people loved him.
Sources confirming surveillance video did capture the attack. I spoke with one person who saw the video who describes a man walking up to Mark and immediately attacking him.
Just kind of wish my brother wasn't in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Michael says he and his family hoping for justice and answers.
It's empty, just wish there can be some closure. Maybe there will be. Would like to know just why.
Michael Chen, ABC 10 News.
A GoFundMe campaign has been set up to help the family with funeral expenses.
Damn.
10 years after being acquitted of murder, an Akron man is accused of killing again. News 5 and
That's what I'm talking about, man. Nigga shit, man. Let's run this back, man. This is what I'm talking about. This is white folks. Just sit back and watch, man. Just sit back and watch. Let the professionals do this shit.
10 years after being acquitted of murder, an Akron man is accused of killing again. News 5 investigator Scott Knoll spoke with the victim's sister tonight, questioning why this alleged killer was walking free in the first place.
This is Marcus Price. Tonight, he's in the Summit County Jail facing murder, rape, kidnapping, and felonious assault charges. Accused of killing his ex-girlfriend and beating and sexually assaulting another woman. All of it we found while awaiting trial in at least 3 other cases. New Year's Day, Copley police called to this hotel on Rothrock Loop, where they found 24-year-old Shauna Pasquale.
Oh, wow. Is this a white girl? This a mud shark. Shauna Pasquale. Or did she be a mud shark or a sun glider? One on Brito. She was getting pimped. He was pimping. Or human trafficking as they call it now.
Dead inside a room, beaten to death.
Yeah, beat to death, man. Yeah, she didn't come back with that money, man. Bitch better have my money. Damn. I know she was getting a lot of money out there at that hotel. We know she was killing it at that hotel. She was cleaning up. She tried to keep it for herself. Cleotis was like, nah, baby, that's my money.
24-year-old Shauna Pasquale, dead inside a room, beaten to death. Pasquale's sister says the Erie, Pennsylvania native came to Copley about a month before and was living at the hotel. Police say sharing the room with 29-year-old Marcus Price around the time she was killed. 8 days later, police say they tracked Price to Akron's Kenmore neighborhood. And not only did they find him, investigators say they also found a woman reported missing and endangered by her family. Police say over the course of 10 days, Price brutally beat and sexually assaulted the woman. So badly, they say, she suffered broken bones, internal injuries, and had to be treated at the hospital. Today, Price was charged in both cases. Pasquale's sister tells me the family learned of the developments today. And she says she still wonders the same thing she told us last month.
For someone to put that much aggression towards her. I need to know why. I need to know what made you that angry that you could take someone's life with your bare hands.
Another thing Rachel Pasquale is coming to grips with is Price's criminal history and why he was free at the time her sister was killed. Here's what we discovered. In 2016, a jury found Price not guilty of murder in the shooting death of a 17-year-old in Akron. But he was convicted of tampering with evidence in that case and sentenced to 3 years in prison. By 2022, Price was convicted and sentenced to prison again, this time for aggravated possession of drugs and being a felon in possession of a weapon. Court records show he also pleaded guilty in 2022 in a separate case to assaulting a woman. And at the time of Pasquale's murder, we found Marcus Price was already facing 2 different domestic violence charges, strangulation, and gross sexual imposition charges. Pasquale's sister told me she's looking forward to watching Price stay locked up. She just
too late now. I mean, shit. Locking them up now is like, you know what I mean, like whatever. Jeez.
Wishes it didn't take her sister losing her life and another woman almost losing hers for it to happen. I'm News 5 investigator Scott Knoll.
So much going on, man. Let's see Grand Rapids, man. Jeez.
At the end of the day, I do thank everyone. Justice will be served. My son and the rest of these young men, their lives will not have been in vain.
So this is the woman whose son was riding a bike. The police sicked the dog on him. And then he tried to pull out a gun. There was a tussle over the gun, and he got shot. We covered this yesterday. But you'll be surprised, man. There's an appetite for BLM. There is an appetite. The ICE, all this ICE shit has made it an appetite. I remember last year this time, or even 6 months ago, people would have just been like, man, get this shit the fuck out of here, man. There's an appetite for BLM now because of the ICE stuff.
The mother of Daquan Johnson, the man shot and killed by Grand Rapids police Wednesday night, is asking for long-term changes in the community.
Community advocates gathered again tonight calling for unity without violence. News 8's Nicole Tam was at that briefing and joins us now live in the studio.
Amber and Brian, I was also at the briefing last night and there were lots of tears and raw emotion. But tonight, Angelica Johnson held back her tears. She said that she is standing with strength and she's hoping to get justice for her son.
More than a day after Daquan was killed, Angelica said she was able to see his body.
I saw where the dog had mauled him in the neck. I seen where he got shot in the back of the head. What I saw, no mother should have to see.
The shooting happened at an apartment complex near Eastern Avenue Wednesday night after a chase. A GRPD officer made a call suspecting Daquan was armed.
Yes, I saw the barrel pointed straight in my face.
That's body camera footage police released. The family has another clip that they believe shows the opposite of what police described. Angelica doesn't believe the shooting should have happened.
What I want y'all to know is, yeah, Daquan was on parole. Daquan was a convicted felon. He was. But Daquan had a heart of gold.
A bigger group.
He was a convicted felon, but he had a heart of gold. I mean, that's possible. But he was a convicted felon with an illegal gun running from cops. So he's in a lot of trouble, man. His son was in a lot of trouble when he died. He was in a lot of trouble. Let's see his whole rap sheet, too. We talked about it.
A bigger group got together Friday night using space at Heroes Corner, hearing a plea from a grieving mother.
If you're going to protest, please make it peaceful. Because if you can't do it peacefully, please don't march at this time and say that you're doing it on behalf of my son. Because I can't get justice if we're being violent too.
Investigators also continue looking into this case. Michigan State Police said the video that family talked about will be reviewed. A spokesperson did say that investigation will be thorough and without bias. And once it's done, the prosecutor's office will.
Okay, let's check out this controversial footage, man. Everybody hit the like button. Let's see how many likes we can get, man. Do we have 100 likes yet? Do we have 100 likes? Are we up to 100? Let's see if we get 5 people to support the channel, right? Let's see if we get 5 people to take the $5 challenge. Let's see if we can get 5 people to take the $5 challenge to support the channel. Let's see, man. Anyway, cup of coffee, PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat, however. Let's see if we can get 5 people to take the $5 challenge. 5. Let's go.
At any moment now, the family of a man shot and killed by Grand Rapids police this week will be talking at a planned news conference, and you've got to look live inside of Heroes Corner in Kentwood, where crowds are beginning to form. Commissioner Robert Womack is expected to present video footage taken from community members of the shooting. It depicts the moments when 32-year-old Daquan Johnson was killed. It comes a day after police released partial body camera footage. Johnson was riding his bike Wednesday when police placed a call suspecting that he had a gun. Officers tried to stop him, but he rode away. They chased him to an area behind an apartment near Eastern Avenue and Logan Street, where a canine attacked him and brought him to the ground.
A canine attacked him. No, that canine is a police officer. That canine is considered a police. They act like some dog just rolled up out of nowhere and just attacked him. That dog is literally considered a police officer. And that dog didn't attack him. That dog subdued him. That dog brought him, that dog captured him.
To an area behind an apartment near Eastern Avenue and Logan Street, where a canine attacked him and brought him to the ground. In the footage, officers can be heard telling him to drop a gun and to stop moving before shooting. A use of force expert weighed in on that fatal shooting and the use of the dog. Target 8 investigator Susan Samples spoke to a retired officer who spent 20 years working with a police canine. Susan?
Salute to Douglas Chunks, man. Doug Chunks in the building, man. Doug Chunks in the building, man. If you ain't got your membership now, man, come on, man. If you ain't got your membership now, I don't know what to tell you, man. Everybody should have a membership, man. Everybody should have a membership right now, man. Shout out to Doug Chunks, man. Supporting the channel heavy, man. Major way. You guys should have your memberships, man. I'm telling you, man. We gotta. Yeah, man. We go members only, man. Members only, man. We got Doug supporting the channel. All you other guys, please support the channel, man. Here we go. It's Negro, man. This motherfucking Negro right here, boy. Whew. It's a Negro right here.
That's right, Brian. Roy Taylor actually spent 45 years in law enforcement altogether, 20 of those as a canine handler. And he said only a thorough examination of body cam and citizen video will allow state police to determine whether this fatal shooting by police was justified. Critics of the shooting question how Daquan Johnson could have possibly stopped moving as police were ordering with a dog on top of him. Use of force.
You know, that's a good question. I mean, if a dog is on top of you, if the dog's biting your ass, yeah, it's hard to stop moving. But if you don't run, we're not here. If you don't run, if you obey the cops' orders, we never get here. Press one.
Expert Roy Taylor agreed there's no way Johnson could have lay still with a dog attacking him, but that doesn't mean Johnson wasn't a threat.
So don't think that the dog by itself can totally incapacitate somebody, because it can't. It is painful, but if the dog, even if the person's left-handed or right-handed, they still, if they can get to the gun with their other hand, they could still pose a deadly threat to the police or the community.
Witnesses told News 8 they did not see Johnson pull or point a gun, but
of course not. Of course not. The witnesses and these niggas and these white liberals in this neighborhood, of course they're not going to say that. Of course we're not going to hear that. Of course not. Of course, no one gives a fuck what anybody said they saw, didn't see. Look at this scene. Anybody who was looking at this was looking out of a window or there's no way any witness could tell you what the fuck happened here.
Taylor said he didn't have to if a reasonable officer believed lives were in danger.
Graham versus Connor, the Supreme Court case, says that what the officer reasonably believes, so he's a properly trained officer, he's on the scene, he reasonably believes that his life or the life of somebody else is in danger, then the use of deadly force would be authorized. The police do not have to wait to see the gun or have the gun pointed at them before they use deadly force.
Daquan Johnson was on parole and could not legally carry a gun. Records show
he was on parole. That nigga was on parole. That nigga was on parole.
He was released from the Kent County Jail earlier this month and had an open drug case from an arrest last October. His family and critics of the police say his record doesn't matter at all. He was a special person, a dad, son, brother, fiance who did not deserve to be executed by police.
Susan Samples, thank you.
I'll go to X, man. Show y'all something on X, man. Show y'all some stuff on X, man. Let me show y'all some stuff on X, man. So this is the picture we get of him. Look like he on a bike in this picture. This is Lee Merritt, man, the civil rights lawyer. He was, he's like Crump, but not as influential. But he got some, he one of the top ones besides Crump, Lee Merritt. He says, on Wednesday night, February 18th, 2026 at around 9:30 p.m., Grand Rapids police chased 32-year-old Daquan Johnson on his bike, cornered him in a parking lot of his own Southeast Grand Rapids apartment complex, unleashed a K9 on him, and then shot him about 3 or 4 times while he was on the ground. Police now say they recovered a handgun at the scene, and that state investigators are reviewing the shooting while the officer is on leave. Daquan Johnson was a son, a neighbor, and a member of his community. Not a threat to be torn apart and gunned down where he lived. It is 2026, and Black men are still being met with dogs and bullets instead of protection. Still dying in encounters that are supposed to be about public safety. His family deserves full transparency, full accountability, and justice for Daquan Johnson. My deepest condolences go out to his mother, his loved ones, and everyone greatly affected by this tragic loss.
That's right. Then I'm gonna grab the thing.
Hold on.
That's right.
So this
That's
is
right.
this is allegedly.
Then I'm gonna grab the thing.
This is
He on his stomach, both hands behind his back. He's not reaching for. Oh my God! Oh my motherfucking God!
That's right. Then I'm gonna grab the thing.
He on his stomach, both hands behind his back. He's not reaching for. Oh my God! Oh my motherfucking God!
That's right. Then I'm gonna grab the thing.
He on his stomach, both hands behind his back. He's not reaching for. Oh my God! Oh my motherfucking God!
Perspective. The family believes what police said happened is not true.
What they released to y'all was a bunch of BS. They wanted to tell you my son was this bad person. He was this, that. No. What we saw was that the GRPD are really the bad people. The last resort was gun violence. But clearly, they missed the tasers, the batons, and every other device.
Perspective. The family believes what police said happened is not true.
What they released to y'all was a bunch of BS.
Let's see what the people are saying, man. Not a threat. He was a felon with a firearm again. Assault with deadly weapon, felonious assault, attempted in 2022. Weapons carrying concealed in 2020. Weapons firearm possession by a felon in 2015. Weapons carrying concealed in 2015. Home invasion, second degree in 2011. Painting a picture that Daquan was an altar boy when in fact he was a career criminal is hilarious. Let's see what some more people are saying. This guy says, I think we all need to have a talk about disarming the police. Oh, God, disarming the police. So is that going to be a new slogan? Disarm the police. And that they should be armed only in special tactical teams, similar to how it's done in other nations. Holy shit. Shout out to my man P.L. Sandridge in the building. Long time no see. He said, I'm 4 people. Yeah, you 4. Okay, so we got 3. We just need, I think we need 2 more. 3 more. I think we need 3 more. Yeah, 3 more. 2 or 3 more. Sponsor the show. Take the $5 challenge. Sponsor the show. Sponsor the show. Shout out to P.L. Sandridge in the building. If there's a safe place for Black people, America is not it. Black liberation equals Black safety. 10 Black Americans have died in Ghana in 10 years. 1 Black person dies every hour in America. Lord have mercy. These niggas are dumb as fucking. It doesn't, it should never shock you how dumb Black people are. Damn, Black people. Y'all are dumb as shit, man. If you cared about Alex Preddy, please show the same level of anger, grief, and uplifting towards Daquan Johnson. If you were horrified by Alex and Renee Good's executions, his disturbing modern day lynching should invoke those same exact feelings. Oh, Lord. This is some weird liberal bullshit, man. This is some weird liberal fuckery, man. They got fucking BLM and whatever the fuck, Ice Watch. I think both these people were members of Ice Watch. So BLM and Ice Watch are like linked up, man. What the fuck? Shout out to Dark Kent, man. Dark Kent says, well, the KKK is back at it again in Georgia. They've lynched a young brother in Marietta because we know brothers don't do that to themselves. Oh, don't tell me somebody hung themselves in Marietta. Please tell me somebody did not hang themselves in Marietta. God damn it, man. I can't stand it whenever a Black person commits suicide in public. It always causes a lot of bullshit. Oh, God, Jesus. He's right. Oh my God. Some nigga hung himself. There was a football player, black football player, killed himself today. Did y'all know that? He shot himself though, so that's good. They won't say it's a lynching because he shot himself. But yeah, black football player for the damn. What the fuck did he play for? On a couple teams, but yeah, he killed himself today. Holy shit. I'll get to that later, man. I'll get to that. Thank you for telling me about that. Shout out to Daranarican. He said, did you see News 12 New York report that Suns failed attempt at takeover on? Yeah, we covered that. We've been covering them takeovers. We've been covering them takeovers, yeah, in New York, man. The Bronx, Long Island. We might get to that, man. We may get to that. I don't know, maybe tonight. I don't know. This is crazy. This is nasty work. So now now it's like a multiracial. And look, this is why, listen, I saw, listen, women ruin everything because you can't have systems around women because women are so reactionary, right? Systems fail because look at the type of shit women say. The cops shouldn't be allowed to have K9 units. Because of this, the cops shouldn't be able to have K9 units without thinking about all the things that K9 units do. They just don't, no more K9 units because this career criminal nigga got killed while he was fucking reaching for a gun. This is the nigga who got killed in, I think, California. Doing celebrity gunfire on New Year's Eve, on New Year's Day, yeah. New Year's Eve or whatever. Celebratory gunfire. ICE agent lived in his building, was off duty. He thought it was a shooting, so he went and got his vest on and went and got his gun and went to investigate. And when he pulled up, and when he walked up, he saw this nigga right here, and he told the nigga, hey, man, put your gun down, man. I'm an off-duty ICE agent. The nigga turned around and shot at his ass. So he shot back and killed the nigga. This guy right here. Look at this, Donald Trump. They're playing it too. That was fast, though. That was pretty fast. Donald Trump has turned the country into a war zone. So this is Donald Trump's fault. That was pretty fast. I will give him that. Shout out to Barry B. Barry B is in the building, man. Shout out to Barry B, man. Salute to Baker Fresh. Baker Fresh says, we need to talk about disarming the police because they listen. We apparently can't stop 10-year felons from disarming for 10 years. Yeah. Let's disarm thugs, man. Jesus Christ. Well, we did. This guy has been disarmed. Literally. Daquan Johnson, a father a son, and a brother, was executed by the Grand Rapids Police Department. He was face down on the ground with his hands behind his back, being mauled by a police dog when they shot him in the head multiple times. His kids witnessed their dad's murder. Daquan, I'm telling you, man. Jeez. You know what? I might do that lynching story tomorrow. I might cover the black lynching story tomorrow, man. Let's look at the whole body cam. Let's look at it from start to finish, man. Let's see if we can get something, divine some more information, some more insight by looking at it from start to finish. You know what I mean? You look at this jump from start to finish, man, we can define some more information. Salute to all you guys for sponsoring the show. Thank you for answering the call, man, to support the channel, man. Appreciate you guys. Let's look at it from start to finish.
Get on the ground! Hands up! He's reaching! He's got a gun in his hand! Let him go! Drop the gun! Drop the gun!
Well, my son, nowhere in that video was he resisting.
Wasn't just my nephew, but he was a son. He was a dad. He was a brother. He was a cousin. He was surrounded by people that loved him and that supported him.
Johnson's family, as well as community members and leaders, marched in Grand Rapids calling for justice in Johnson's death.
Wow. Wow. Daquan Darwin.
You're yelling, he's got a gun. This cannot be normal.
Daquan Johnson's mother just got off live a few minutes ago, and she's asking people to share his story. And this is a trigger warning for police violence. She said the Grand Rapids Police Department in Michigan executed her son, shot him in the back of the head at close range. She has to go see his body right now with gunshot wounds to his head and injuries to his face from police dogs mauling him while he was on the ground. Daquan Johnson was
Salute the Baker Fresh says, I'd like to know however many times a felon with a gun was a dumbed down charge and what was dismissed. That's a hell of a point, man. Fucking shit, yeah. That nigga was a thug. You're right. That's a great point. Probably a lot of them were probably, could have been ag assaults or, brandishing or, just different shit like that got pled down. That's a great point.
I am very grossed out right now. I am very grossed out right now. I just saw the bystander video, and it's in my repost and it's very gruesome. Like, everybody, it's super gruesome. Don't watch it if you're like, please do not watch it if you're not trying to watch it. I just seen the bystander video of Daquan Johnson getting murdered by Grand Rapids police, and they executed him. He had his hands behind his back, and he was laying on his stomach. The cop was kind of kneeling on him. The police dog was chewing at him, biting him at the back of his neck, and they shot him this close to his face. Like, shot his, and didn't call gun, didn't say nothing. And then the news is saying that they shot him in his chest. The news is saying that he had a gun. The news is lying. I just seen that bystander video, and it's real, and it's in my repost. That was disgusting. That was up there with, I don't know, that was disgusting. Like, RIP to Daquan Johnson, and they're gonna do this shit they're gonna do this during Black History Month. I can't fucking stand them. Like, I can't stand them. And then why are we chasing someone on a bike? On a freaking bike. I'm sorry, on a bike. We're gonna chase him on a bike. Like, this is ridiculous. If we know where he lives and we have any documentation about this person, we're fine. We know where he lives. We will be there. We will just meet him at his house. Like, what are we doing? This is stupid. I am very grossed out right now.
You see how stupid women are? If we have any documentation on where he lives, we'll just meet him at his house. Don't chase him. They say, oh, that's Daquan Johnson who lives on 3333 Butternut Street, in apartment 4A. Like the cop, like every beat cop knows. I mean, I know he's been in a lot of trouble. Daquan has been in a lot of trouble. He's had a lot of interactions with police, but goddamn, every fucking beat cop don't know his fucking address and shit off the top of their head. You fucking moron. Jesus Christ, these women are retarded. You heard a chirp? No, you didn't. Did y'all hear a chirp chat? Was there a chirp? Because I'm a Sun man. I can't hear that shit. I'm a Sun man. I can't hear that shit, man. Was there a chirp?
where he lives, and we
pray that
Mike.
I've started this video 10 times, and they all just the tangent, the long rambling. The game I have to play to even be able to get your attention in the first place, and the tension that I feel between a community agreement that we have at Heal Your Way Forward, founded by Maisha T. Hill, is take space, make space. And that tension of, okay, when do I take space? When do I make space? Often I feel very comfortable with it. I see other people don't. I try to fight the white exceptionalism in me that thinks my voice is what needs to be heard. But fuck me, man. I'm okay. What this is about. Sorry. See, I've done this so many times. I don't even know what I've said and what I haven't said anymore. I am witnessing the murder and unfortunately digesting the black body murdered by cop trauma porn of DeQuayne Trey Johnson's murder by the Grand Rapids police in Michigan. And I get asked often, that's generous, I am fought often on my beliefs around abolition. Everybody seems to be in the leftist spaces comfortable with abolish ICE. We're all woo and fighting for it, and good. Listen, I'm not trying to fight that. But the state-sanctioned violence of law enforcement, the militarization of the police, this ain't new at all. And I'm hoping there's already been a long enough pause here for content warning, but I have watched a man be shot in the back and mauled by K-9 unit. And as inevitably happens, every fucking time this happens, every time there is the reach for why this could be justified. What did he do to deserve this? In earnest, I hear people asking that, searching for that, needing to see the video in the first place. Oh yeah, I'm upset. Okay, hold on. I don't care if there, and to be clear, I don't believe this was happening, but I don't care if there was an active crime in progress. If someone is on the ground, hands behind back, there is no justification. None.
Okay, let's talk about Daquan Johnson and Grand Rapids, Michigan Police Department. Okay, this man up here in the corner, his name is Christopher Skirt. He's a I don't know if I'm saying it right, but he's a Grand Rapids Police Department cop. This is his third time unaliving a black man on the force. Third time. He also shot another black man in the back of the head in 2024 named Patrick Loyola. 26-year-old black man shot him in the back of
This is my 6th time starting this video because I want to say a word that is proper for this situation so bad, but I have to say Daquan Johnson was unalived by Grand Rapids, Michigan Police Department. I don't care what type of way they try to spin it or they try to say the investigation. They need to put them 2 officers and that dog behind bars. Matter of fact, that dog needs to go in the ground because it should never be an excessive use of force like that for a man who is on his belly laying down and you guys are the ones that's arresting him. Regardless of what they have to say or the story that they spin, we would not know the truth if that third-party video was not played online and his mom did not come out to speak. Now, on the flip side of this, I want y'all to keep y'all minds open. This might be a strategic distraction as well, because they have been known to do this when they're doing stuff behind our back. So just for the folks out there and the ones up in the clouds looking down to see, is we gonna forget? We still want the rest of the fouls. But right now we are focused on Daquan Johnson. This is ridiculous, and this should not have went on. And if the police had it their way, it would be no repercussions for this, but we are going to pay attention. Say his name, because I'm not going to go through the story his mom said. If you want to know it, go see it. I'm not going to go through the story that the police officer said, because I don't want them to suppress this video saying that I put out false stuff. I need y'all to know, regardless of what happened, he was wrongfully unalived by the police department that was there to serve and protect him, regardless of what, especially on a bicycle. Go down the loophole, y'all, because they are trying to suppress this story as well. I'm just here to bring y'all the news. I'm just a messenger. This is my 6th time starting this video because I want to say
I can't get over the police brutality and all this shit going on between just the police force and ICE. It's crazy. Justice for Daquan. I can't get over it.
Hey y'all, I just want to come on here really quick and give an update about my cousin, Daquan Johnson, who was brutally murdered by the Grand Rapids Police Department. First and foremost, I want to say thank you for all the people who have shown support and sent condolences to my family. We really appreciate it. Also, if you are looking to see the actual video, because one thing I do want people to see is the actual video from the bystander and not just the police body cam footage, you can go to Josh Berry on Facebook. He's a reporter, and he's posting what I think is the most accurate updates of this situation. He's posting what the body cam footage, but he's also posting the other perspective. So Josh Berry on Facebook. Also, I want to say that I'm not trying to be the spokesperson for this. I want his mom to be able to be Daquan's voice. She's the best person for this. I just simply wanted to use my platform, the little 23,000 followers that I had, because this is my family, and I wanted to do whatever I could to help the situation and get his story out there, and it's working. A lot of people have seen the video, and I'm glad. The bystanders video clearly shows that what the police stated happened and what actually happened is not aligning. So I just want that part to be known. Daquan's mom has more accurate information and more timely updates about what's going on than I do. So if you would like to keep up with, the Grand Rapids Police Department has killed another black man. That black man was my cousin, Daquan Johnson. He was 31 years old. He was a father, and he was somebody. They executed him while he was face down. A dog was mauling at his head, and they shot him in his hands, and they shot him in the back of his head. I'm not sure how many times they shot him, but it was more than enough. When the story got out, they rushed to release edited, sped up body cam footage of one of the officers, but then a bystander, I believe someone who lived in his apartment complex, had their own recording, and they released that to the public.
Thanks for coming to
Daquan Johnson's mother.
Thanks for coming to talk to us today. We're going to talk to you about an officer-involved shooting last night, 500 block east and southeast, about 9:30, a little bit before 9:30.
You already saw that.
Daquan Johnson's mother just got off live a few minutes ago, and she's asking people to share his story. And this is a trigger warning for police violence. She said the Grand Rapids Police Department in Michigan executed her son, shot him in the back of the head at close range. She has to go see his body right now with gunshot wounds to his head and injuries to his face from police dogs mauling him while he was on the ground. Daquan Johnson was shot by the Grand Rapids Police Department in the back of his head while he was on his stomach with his hand.
I just made a video this morning about a 21-year-old man that was hung in Georgia. And now I'm making another video about Daquan Johnson, a person who was just execution-style murdered by a cop. One cop was on him, constraining his hands and his legs, keeping him from being able to move. And the other officer, they have it on tape, pulls out his gun puts it on the back of the dude's fucking head and executes him. And then after he executes him by shooting him in the back of the head, you want to know what happens? They stick a canine unit on him. And a canine unit starts to fucking maul him. His mom got on live and asked everyone to share his story. Grand Rapids PD, you need to be held fucking accountable.
You do not have a Second Amendment right, and Daquan Johnson's public execution is even more proof of that. GRPD officers were alerted to a man riding a bicycle who was potentially armed, and that was enough to execute him and then have their dogs maul his dead body in public. Potentially being armed and riding away from the police on your bicycle is reason enough for them to publicly fucking execute people. You do not have rights. I don't understand how people still fucking support the police. We got a whole Lake and Riley Act over one person being murdered by an undocumented person, and now we have torture camps before they're being fucking deported. They're sent to torture camps, and then they're deported because one white woman was murdered. But when countless black men and children and women and people are fucking murdered by the police, we give them more money! We give them more money. I'm sorry for Daquan Johnson and his family and anybody affected by that horrific fucking public execution. I will be surprised if this video even posts or gets any fucking views, because what the fuck? You do not have a Second Amendment right, and Daquan Johnson's public execution is even more proof of that. GRPD officers were alerted to a man riding a bicycle who was potentially armed, and that was enough to execute him and then have their dogs maul his dead body in public. Potentially being armed and riding away from the police on your bicycle is reason enough for them to publicly fucking execute people. You do not have rights. I don't understand how people still fucking support the police. We got a whole Lake and Riley Act over one person being murdered by an undocumented person, and now we have torture camps before they're being fucking deported. They're sent to torture camps, and then they're deported because one white woman was murdered. But when countless black men and children and women and people are fucking murdered by the police, we give them more money! We give them more money. I'm sorry for Daquan Johnson and his family and anybody affected by that horrific fucking public execution. I will be surprised if this video even posts or gets any fucking views, because what the fuck? You do not have a Second Amendment right, and Daquan Johnson's public execution is even more proof of that. GRPD officers were...
Sheesh. When I tell you all, like, we are a threat. Sheesh. When I tell you all, like, black people specifically are a threat. Bruh, this man's got shot in the back of the head. Bro, police just be lying, bro. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Like, the cops, they don't work for us. They don't work for us. They work for the rich, and they work for the government. And you feel me? Like, they don't work. They're not for us. Especially black people. Like, when they know we hold the power. Like, bro, we literally have powers, bro. But they put in our food. They put it, bro. What? Man, that shit just made me sad.
I'm gonna be real with you. There's a video coming out of Grand Rapids right now, and it's very disturbing. The public is demanding answers, and now. A man identified as Daquan Johnson was just unalived by police, the Emmett Till style. If you don't know what Emmett Till is, that's execution style. There is a graphic video circulating online right now that shows the man face down on the floor, not being rude, not being aggressive, hands behind his back, ready to be arrested. These two officers are on top of him with a canine on the side of them. One of the officers, pew, pew, pew. Yeah. And then he's down. And right then, the two officers walk away, and the canine is on top of the man, mawing him as he is unalived right there in front of anybody to see. It is disturbing. I've seen it. If you want to go look it up, it is already on TikTok. Go check that out. I did see another video online circulating that the family members were saying the body cam footage is already released, but the body cam footage does not show the same encounter that the neighbor's footage shows of what happened. It seems as if the body cam footage, was sped up and altered to skew the view for the police. What do you think? How do you feel? Are you as passionate about this as I am right now? Because I heard this and I needed to speak out about it. This incident has been turned over to outside investigations because that is a standard for police-involved shootings. This investigation is still ongoing. I plan on covering it the whole way. Let's stay tuned and see what happens from here. I'm gonna be real with you. There's a video coming out of Grand Rapids right now, and it's very disturbing. The public is demanding answers, and now. A man identified as Daquan Johnson was just unalived by police, the Emmett Till style. If you don't know what Emmett Till is, that's execution style. There is a graphic video circulating online right now that shows the man face down on the floor, not being rude, not being aggressive, hands behind his back, ready to be arrested. These two officers are on top of him with a canine on the side of them. One of the officers, pew, pew, pew. Yeah. And then he's down. And right then, the two officers walk away, and the canine is on top of the man, mawing him as he is unalived right there in front of anybody to see. It is disturbing. I've seen it. If you want to go look it up, it is already on TikTok. Go check that out. I did see another video online circulating that
Hello, everyone. I'm going to try to make this video. I'm going to try so hard to make this video. Our Grand Rapids community is hurting right now. We're hurting. Last night, I decided to take Joe and go run some errands and exercise him because Melissa had a scheduled Zoom meeting with her fellow singing resistors. So I loaded Joe up. I went and ran my errands. I ran him at the local school park, and we come back home, gave Melissa about an hour and a half of privacy and silence in the house. As I'm pulling into the driveway, the best way for me to describe it is I felt like the entire Grand Rapids Police Department was going to surround me and my home at any second. There were so many squad cars racing by just a block down south from me and just a couple blocks north of me, all heading just a few blocks east of me. It was so ground shaking and loud that I waited to get Joe out of the car. We sat in the driveway for a couple minutes. And I swear to you, I counted every single squad car with the Grand Rapids Police. Then came inside with Joe. Melissa was still on her call. I didn't even get a chance to talk to her about it. We found out You know, the spray paint on the sidewalks in the parks saying justice for Patrick La Jolla is still there. And now we've had the Grand Rapids Police Department execute another young black man. And I'm so full of rage. And it doesn't matter that this happened right in my neighborhood. It doesn't matter where in our country this happens. I don't care if the kid was fleeing on a bike. I don't care if he had a gun in his pocket. I don't give a fuck. None of that justifies having dogs released on him, shaken like a rag doll by his face, and then multiple gunshots in his back while he was face down on the ground. It is not just ICE. It is anyone with a gun and authority in general. How much more of this are we going to accept and tolerate? I went to a vigil this evening with my community for Daquan Johnson, who passed away this morning after being brutally mauled by dogs and shot in the back by Grand Rapids cops. I think there were 3 of them involved. I haven't been able to bring myself to watch the footage yet. But I was with my community listening to the mothers and the aunts' horrific screams and cries. Daquan's mother has not even been able to see her dead son. They don't have answers. No one from the fucking police department has even contacted the mother. We can no longer accept this, us against them. This is not okay.
Stop telling me I gotta calm down. You're not mad enough. You're not mad enough. How many heads are gonna...
Oh my God, Jesus Christ, man. Salute, Doug. Salute, man. Yo, Jesus Christ. So there's an appetite for this shit. There's an appetite for this. People want, they want this. They want to protest this. They want to get in the streets for this. There's an appetite for this. There's a Black Lives Matter is, we thought we killed Black Lives Matter, but Black Lives Matter is coming back like Benny Blanco from the Bronx. Who remembers that? Press 1 if you've seen Carlito's Way. Black Lives Matter is coming back like Benny Blanco from the fucking Bronx. Shout out to Baker Fresh. He said people used to request a chopper after robbing a bank. Now you just need to request a tricycle. Where'd they go? I don't know. Just these 3 kids with AKs. Move it on, kids. This is a crime scene. Yo. Yeah, give them. They got guns, man. I mean, don't fuck with them because they got their own bikes. Don't fuck with them because they own bikes. Just go to their house and wait for them. You know, you got nothing else to do. And, you know, we for sure know he's going straight home. Vegan Fresh says, take a look at crime in Grand Rapids. Stats say it's a 6/100 is the safest. Yeah, Grand Rapids is we listen, man. We already know that's a sun. That's a sun town, man. Grand Rapids is sunny, man. Ooh, I tell you, man. Those white liberals talking, man. That's the first time I felt tired tonight, man. Listening to those damn white liberals run their mouths. Fucking A, man. Grand Rapids gets look, hey, Grand Rapids is pretty good though. Like, I mean, crime and safety is a C. Diversity is an A. Yikes. It's the 41st best city for young professionals in America. And listen, that can be deceiving. I'm from DC. DC is like the first, one of the top cities for young professionals. But so Grand Rapids has 200,000. Grand Rapids. Median home value, 244,000. Median rent, 12,000. 1,200. So they have a white section and they have a black section. And they got a lot of fucking assaults. A lot of rapes. But yeah, everything else is burglaries are under the national average. Murder's right at the national average. Yeah, this is a city. This is just a great city that niggas are, just it's a nigga side of town, and the niggas don't stay on their side of town, and it's a lot of extra shit going on. But all in all, it should be a great city if it wasn't for niggas. Look, 83 livability. Salute to everybody out there, man. We banging out here early in the morning, man. You hear me? We banging early in the morning, man. Hit that like button, man. If you have Grand Rapids hoods, man. This is what Grand Rapids look like.
Open water from the top.
Let me see if I can get a better video. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, this is 9 years ago. Shit. That's a long fucking time ago. Fuck.
I'ma get the tip.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
Who is?
Look, Duke's chemist name.
You said Duke?
Yeah. Don't be trying to right?
All right.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a beer, man. It's like
Let's see.
Welcome to the heartland of America, where the streets echo with the whispers of untold tales and the spirit of resilience runs deep. Tonight, we embark on a journey into the hallowed grounds of the Midwest, where neighborhood legends are born, and war stories are etched into the very pavement we tread. Our destination, Grand Rapids, Michigan, a city that wears its history like a badge of honor. From the tranquil banks of the Grand River to the vibrant streets lined with century-old houses, every corner of this city has a story to tell. In these neighborhoods, legends are more than just tales. They are the glue that binds generations, the echoes of a time when the Midwest faced trials and triumphs, leaving behind a tapestry of narratives that define the spirit of the people. Here in Grand Rapids, we delve into the war stories of the Midwest, the battles fought not on distant battlefields, but on the very streets we tread. From community struggles to personal triumphs, each tale is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Join us as we peel back the layers of this city, revealing the untold stories that have shaped its identity. The war stories of the Midwest begin here, in the heart of Grand Rapids, where the past whispers to the present, urging us to listen and learn. The dark side of Grand Rapids is no secret. It's a city divided, where the streets are marked by the footprints of those who fought to rise and those who struggle to survive. On the east side, neighborhoods like Uptown, where the line between different sets is drawn, and names like Wealthy Boys and Beamer Street resonate as legends. Uptown, a canvas painted with a spectrum of affiliations. The Wealthy Boys, the OGs, casting a long shadow over a neighborhood where the Beamer Street crew represents the next generation of young Jeezy carving out their place in the streets. On the east side, the landscape is a mosaic of rivalries and alliances: Highland, Madison, Wealthy, Kalamazoo, East Avenue, and North North. These streets tell stories of survival, resilience, and sometimes tragedy. Cross the
Oh shit.
You know, we on Southside. We on Oakdale right now, you know. The infamous Oakdale Baker boys, you know what I'm saying, around here. So yeah, this Grand Rapids, aka Gun Rule, aka Grams Rule, aka Gun Clap City, man. It's savage.
Gun Clap City. Wonder if those white professionals know that their city's called Gun Clap City.
AKA Gun Rule, aka Grams Rule, aka Gun Clap City, man. It's savage. Only reason why I say it's savage is because it's so small, man. Like, you go to these big cities, these guys can run to any side of town and hide from each other. Here, you're gonna bump into them every day. You're gonna run into them at the grocery store, you're gonna run into them at the gas station, you're gonna run into them at the club. You know what I mean? So it ain't no avoiding your beef. You got to squash it right there. You know what I'm saying? Or it's gonna be ongoing, going on thing.
So that's how the name Gun Rule came about.
Yeah, man. Gun Rule, you know, was really originated by, you know, a lot of dark men. You know what I'm saying? Which was Wu-Tang Clan's from here, Willie the Kid and them. They really coined that, but you know, them big bro them, so it kind of stuck.
challenge. You got to work for it here. It's really not just like that. Everybody fucks with you. Nah, a lot of niggas don't fuck with you because they see you doing bigger things and they want to put you down. They don't pass the ball. They just keep it to themselves. That's really what they be doing here. Grand Rapids is a good city though. Like some bad shit happen here, but it ain't bad like the other cities and shit. It's just a regular city. We don't really got no big things here. It's good to see though. It's good to visit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you got poverty, man. You got problems. So there's no escaping that. I don't care where you're from. And the worse of the poverty, you know, the more violence it is, the more stealing that's going on. I'm blessed in this area to where everybody's cool. You know, everybody kind of look out for each other. And that's what you got to do. You know, you just have your neighbor's back. You have yours. If you see something crazy, he'll let you know. That's really all it is. And then you don't need the police to police your neighborhood all the time.
Salute to S Freak. He says, I swear some people have the minds of toddlers most of the time. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Talking to a son man is the thing some men are proud of, man, is fucking retarded.
Town for black people. Can you say that?
I don't like to pull the race card to the certain. I would say urban people.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just to whoever in that urban circle. You know what I mean? Because it's hard for Mexicans. I'm actually half Cuban. You know what I mean? So my dad is 100% Cuban, and it's a whole Latino community as well. The whole West Side is pretty much Latino community, so it's rough on them as well. So I want to say just the urban inner city is not really built for us here. You know what I mean? It's against us.
Is it different from Grand Rapids and other cities in Michigan to you?
Not really. I mean, it somewhat depends. Certain parts are worse. Like Flint, that's bad. Parts like that is bad. But like Grand Rapids, it's not really different besides them.
I just find it a calling for a black man to bring other black men together in unity amongst the community. You know what I mean? So that's just like my calling. Like I'm actually working with some big guys around the city right now. They're doing a unity.
He got a Donald Trump shirt on. He got a Donald Trump shirt on. That's crazy. If you can see it, man, he got a Donald Trump shirt on, man. Baker Fresh says, went to gun memorial, 3 deaths, triple homicide was the previous. White mom and 2 kids, black fiance arrested. Oh, shit. Nobody's ever going to say their names.
Community picnic. We're gonna do a picnic, and I'm kind of like hosting the whole thing, you know, showing love for the city. And I'm a powerful person in the community right now. I'm the voice for the people, so I just want to spread awareness to whatever issues that we got, man, and just get on. And actually, at the same time, I don't like to do a lot of talking. Like you get a lot of these all lives matter, Black Lives Matter movements going on, and all they doing is sobbing and crying. And coming together crying. Me, I'm more of a walker. Like I'm trying to sign some petitions, reach out to my black lawyer friends and get some boycotts going on, get some actual action going on.
So I see you got that Trump shirt on.
Hey, you know what? It's crazy because on my Instagram, I'm getting a lot of flack because the Floyd Mayweather-Pacquiao fight. Me and my brother's a pro boxer, by the way, by the kid named Kid Chocolate. We went to the last Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao fight, and we actually sat in front of Donald Trump. So I got a bunch of selfies with him. This is before all the election stuff, before anybody know anything. So I'm all cheesy faced. I took like 2 nice flicks with him, posted them, and got love for him until all this stuff started going on. Now I'm like seeing old comments on the picture popping up like, this guy, what is wrong with you, this and that. So I do stuff like this. It's not that I'm trying to seek attention or that I purposely support Donald Trump. It's that I like to play the devil's advocate. I like to piss people out. I like the people to straighten their reasoning of why they supporting people. If you support Hillary, why? Don't just support it because what you offended by what Donald Trump says. You know what I mean? So when I run into people in the street and they get angry, I ask them why. Have a solid reason. That's all it is.
For those who don't know, Shetty has been a working up-and-coming artist out of Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Okay, man. It's been a real good show, man. I may come back tomorrow during the day, man. we're getting 14 inches here tomorrow. Who else is getting snow? Anybody else getting snow? We're getting 14 inches tomorrow. Yeah, man, we getting 14 inches tomorrow, man. $16 inches. We getting 16 inches. Who getting snow tomorrow, man? Yeah, man, we getting 16 inches, man. Pause. Pause, man. Pause, yo. I know you getting snow up there, Douglas. Doug Chunks, you always getting snow, man. I know you always getting snow. But we getting 16 inches tomorrow, man, here in Pennsylvania, in the mountains, man. I'm up here in the mountains, man. Jeez. Ain't that a kick in the head? You getting a blizzard? You in New York, Daddy Regan, or you in PA? Because the snow just melted from the last snowstorm. Whatever snowstorm it was like a month ago, I guess. It was so cold that the snow just melted. Like literally like yesterday. Yesterday was the first time I seen grass in my yard because it rained. Yesterday was the first time I seen grass in my yard in a month. Yeah, man. It's cracking tomorrow, man. Tomorrow it's cracking. You hear me? It's up. It is up tomorrow, man. And Monday. And Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. You know I blame fucking Puxatawny, man. That Puxatawny Phil, man, that bitch ass Puxatawny Phil. Saw his motherfucking shadow and shit, man. That bitch ass nigga Puxatawny Phil saw his motherfucking shadow. Damn. It's cracking. If you in the Northeast, man. If you in the Northeast, it is cracking. Long Island, oh shit. Yeah, you above you like you no you south east of us. Yeah, you getting it too. Long Island. It's cracking, yo. We about to get snow like a motherfucker. Salute to everybody out there, man. This has been a great show, man. I appreciate all y'all, man, sponsoring the show, taking care of the channel, man. And I'm gonna come back with y'all tomorrow, man. Definitely, man. We got a lot to do tomorrow, man. Cover this blizzard, man. Yikes. Salute. Good Good night, man. Good night, Douglas, man. We getting. I just looked. It said 20 inches. It said 20. A dub. 20 motherfucking inches. I can't take 20 inches, man. I can't take 20 inches, man. I could take like 2 or 3 inches. I can't take 20 inches. Pause. Get in the comment section, man. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Black Columbo. Out.